Welcome to our usual horrors. I'm Meek, Nomicon, and today we're back into the world of Aurorium with My Dark Eden, where we've accepted a job to investigate the remote mountains, and while there we meet two peculiar semi-humans. After several hours of train travel, I was beginning to feel tired, so after stretching my legs a bit, I settled back into the soft seat. The landscape was moving fast in front of my eyes, although it had always been the same for a long time. Why I am here is simple. Work. Weeks before, I found a job offer on the internet. The details were not very specific, but it seemed easy. So I applied, and fortunately, I was chosen. I'm still not sure why I decided to apply for this, but here I am. In short, I only have to investigate an area on the outskirts of the city. Someone told me that I should look for something specific, but they didn't tell me what. So they really were vague on the job listing, huh? I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like you're trying to lure me to my death. Please tell me you didn't find the job on Craigslist. In any case, my only concern would be to establish relations with the semi-humans who inhabit these forests, since there is not much data on them, and most of them have no contact with humans. Before I left, they gave me some things. Among them, these help notes and a map. Okay, so that's a little bit more reassuring that we actually have a location. You have been hired to investigate the area outside the city of Redacted. Part of your task is to explore and make contact with the creatures that reside there in order to gather information. Be wary of possible threats you may encounter. First, use the map we have provided to find your new residence. When you get there, you will find several objects to interact with. Don't forget to also check your surroundings and your inventory. We will eventually call you on the phone to ask for a report, or you can send it to us by letter. In either case, we may also contact you to give you extra instructions, or whatever is necessary, so answer whenever the phone rings. Otherwise, try to get used to the place and integrate. Speak up and lead a daily life without fear, as far as possible. You will receive more instructions in the near future. Well, this is feeling very cloak and dagger. If I miss a phone call, are you going to assume I've been murdered? I would assume I've been murdered. Seen like this, it almost looks like I'm going on holiday in the mountains. Anyway, all that remains is to sign and write my name here. Let's see. Do I remember my name? My name never changes. I am once and always Meek. Your name will be Meek. Is this correct? I don't know. Am I sure about this? I think I have everything ready. I sighed as I leaned my head against the comfortable back of the seat. All I had to do was wait for the train to arrive at the station, and then hand over these documents. We've arrived. Day 1, Sunday. Well, I've just handed everything in. Now I must follow the directions to my new home. Let's go. I left that warm and steamy atmosphere to embark myself on a new story beyond my limits. You know, I like the webbed transition. Are we gonna have spiders in this game? I was walking for quite a while, maybe an hour. I didn't know exactly, but I must be close to the cottage. That's when I heard something. Hello? I hesitated as the hair on my arms bristled. No one answered, as expected, so I continued on my way, more aware of my surroundings. I'm sure it's fine. It's probably just the semi-humans that could possibly murder me. But again, I heard something in the underbrush. The birds fell silent, raising my nerves. Hello? Is it gonna be a squirrel? Is there anybody? Yes. A female voice surprised me, answering my question. Hello? I turned my head from side to side, looking for who answered me. Where are you? I asked almost alertly. I could hear heavy footsteps crushing the leaves and branches, but at the same time extremely light and fast. From behind a tree, the silhouette of a woman emerged. I thought you were going to fake me out there. Hello. She greeted me shyly. It's always the shy ones we've got to be most careful of. It's fine, we're going to be nice, we're going to keep ourselves alive. Hello. Oh, hello. Did I scare you? I apologize. What is your name, stranger? My name is Meek. What about you? I'm Sumire. It's a pleasure to meet you, dear. Dear? Oh, I've got an illustration. What are you doing in this forest? Are you lost? Are you gonna eat me if I say yes? I just moved here. I came to stay for some time and I was looking for my cottage. Oh, I see. Give me a moment to come closer so we can talk better. I mean, do I want you closer? Out of the undergrowth, I could see a slender, purple-haired woman with a mesmerizing gaze. In other circumstances, I would say that any other man would have been captivated by her beauty, but that human beauty was overshadowed by her other half. Oh, we do have Spider! Oh, wow! Was not expecting you, my friend. So, where were you headed? She asked me politely. However, I couldn't help but focus my attention and concern on her spider legs. I didn't get a good look at her before, but she was hiding large, sharp spider legs, in addition to her thorax and abdomen. My head was about to freeze in shock until she broke my trance. Dear, are you okay? Don't tell me you're not used to seeing a woman like me. How cute! I can honestly say I've never seen a woman like you. In this world so far. She laughed at me. Are you scared? Of course not. I am very brave. I touched a spider yesterday. Of course I'm not scared. I was just surprised. That relieves me. So, what were you doing around here? Can I help you? I was looking for the newly renovated cottage near... Cottage? Oh, that must be... I know which one you mean. She didn't let me finish explaining myself. Would you like me to join you? I can take you there. It's not far. Well, I mean... Do I trust you? Probably not, but you already know where the cottage is, and I don't want to upset you, so, sure, that would be a great help. Yeah, maybe you can help me get there. If it's not too much trouble, of course. Of course it's no bother. Come on, come this way. She looked quite excited. I quickly tried to get alongside her to keep up her rhythm. Despite her large size, she appeared to be very agile and lightweight. After a few seconds walking in silence, she asked me, So, your name is Meek, right? I've never heard it before, but I like it. Fits well with you. Thanks. And you are Sumire, am I right? Exactly. Why did you decide to come to this place? You know, the reason anyone goes into creepy dark woods? Money. I was hired to investigate the area. See if it's safe, if there is anything of interest, who inhabits the forests, etc. I understand. I have heard of people who do that. That means you'll be staying here for a while, won't you? So it seems. I hope we get along well, Sumire. Of course. You don't need to say it. You know what? Actually, you could benefit me. I mean, Who's really gonna want to take on you to get to me, huh? You can be my protection detail.
Oh, me, excuse me, but I just remembered I have to do something. Would you mind going on without me? The place you are looking for is right there. Just follow this path, okay?
No problem. Thank you for your help, Sumire.
You are very welcome. So, I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.
Okay, maybe I misjudged you. You just seem very friendly. Goodbye. She left as she waved goodbye. And for my part, I continued as she told me. Finally, I arrived. Now, where did I leave the keys? The cottage appeared to be in a good condition. Ah, there they are. Excuse me? Did we just say excuse me to a door? As soon as I entered, I could smell the dust in the air. My new home, huh? I left my belongings on the floor for later. There seemed to be a telephone and a board. I could check if the phone is working and what's on the board. Alright, which one we want to do the phone? The board or the telephone? You know what? Let's make sure we can actually get contact. There is a telephone. I mean, it's got a dial tone at least. No signal. Seems to be available. That's fine. I mean, as long as they can phone me, I'm good. What's on the board then? From here, I can plan where I can go. Interesting. Wait, who's this? We should have a closer look. Do I not get to look closer?
Aw, man.
Okay, why don't we go out and explore? After resting for a few minutes, I decided to store everything I had brought with me. I'm a bit tired, but it's still early in the morning. Maybe it's a good idea to go out one more time. Wait, if I had clicked back, would I go have a nap? Ah, man, I missed my sleep time. Where do I start? Wait, there is something on the ground. It looks like some kind of hair accessory. Oh, it's in, a nice purple colour. I think I know who this belongs to. It has an S carved on it. Has Sumire dropped it? I'd better pick it up. That's mine now. I will use it as a bargaining chip to save my life. You know, should she ever decide to attack me. I could take a short walk while I look for her to return this. I wandered around, making sure I didn't get lost in the process, because I couldn't ask anyone for help. Hello? Sumire, are you around? When I looked at the leaves of the plant, I noticed a subtle detail. This is spider silk. She probably went this way. Have I found her lair? After following the small silk trails, I came across the entrance to a cave. There are spider webs all around. She must be here. Sumire? Hello? I didn't feel comfortable with the place, but I decided to be brave and go in. Well, I at least got a flashlight. Everything was completely dark. Luckily, though, my eyes were beginning to adjust gradually to the lack of light. Oh, you are here! Looking beautifully demonic. I could feel the dampness and the cold of the rock in the air. I was also scared by the falling drops, but I continued on my way, ignoring my warning instinct until I could sense some eyes on me. Hello? There was a silence for a few seconds.
Oh, what brings you here, dear? Don't tell me you got lost again. Oh, my poor boy.
Sumire,
Yes, it's me. Did I scare you? I'm sorry. But you know, I'm not used to having guests here.
What were you doing there, on the wall?
Me? Oh, nothing. It's just refreshing sometimes. Do you want to try it?
Are you gonna web me to the wall? Am I about to become lunch?
Oh man, I have so much to live for.
No, thank you. Maybe later.
Okay, dear. So, my little one, what brings you here?
I found something that might be yours, so I was looking for you.
Oh, really? Let me light some candles to see better, and you can show me.
I found something on the ground near my cottage. It's like a hair accessory. I thought it might be yours. I took the object out of my pocket and showed it to her.
Oh my! It's the hair clip that I inherited from my mother. I thought I had lost it. Infinite thanks, my dear.
Okay, but what was it doing near the cottage? Why were you there? Oh, you are now close. She rushed over and gave me a tight hug, lifting me a few centimeters off the ground.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Her grip was getting tighter and tighter, as if to take my breath away.
Oh! Sorry. I didn't control my strength out of excitement. Are you okay?
She looked at me with a very worried grimace on her face. Well, I mean, you did almost kill me, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I took a breath to compose myself.
Are you sure? Excuse me.
Yeah, you mean you've got some rather sharp talons. I'm not looking to make you my enemy. Yeah, really. I'm glad you were able to recover something so precious to you.
Indeed. And all thanks to you. To thank you, why don't you have a cup of tea with me? What do you think?
I mean, do I get to know the ingredients? I'll accept the tea. Alright, let's have that tea.
Yay! Wait here while I start preparing it.
Sure. I mean, maybe I'm just being overly paranoid. You've not done anything to hurt me. Yet. Sumire entered into a cavity while I could hear objects being moved from one place to another. She didn't take too many minutes, but it was long enough to get a better appreciation of this place. There was a rather dry humidity in the air. There were also quite a few spider webs everywhere. Threads hanging from the ceiling on walls, cavities both small and large. In this darkness, I would be a little afraid to see what would be hidden in those rooms, so I stood still while I waited.
Here I am. Sorry for the wait.
She welcomed me back with a smile and a pleasant tone of voice.
Here you go.
Thanks, Sumire.
Oh, don't just stand there. How rude of me. Come, dear. Sit here beside me.
She offered me a rock with an old cushion on top to make it more comfortable to sit on.
Incidentally, is this your first time being close to with those of my kind? Forgive me if my question is a bit direct, but I'm curious. Since you don't seem at all frightened by my appearance.
I'm a bit used to it. I've seen other semi-humans before. Although you surprised me for a moment, but I'm fine.
Really? You're not afraid of me? You're such a sweetheart, dear.
We continued chatting about everything a bit, but I thought it would be a good time to ask her. Sumire, I would really like to know more about this place. Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, dear. Ask me anything you want.
In that case, Well, this one seems a little bit rude. What are you? She's a spider woman, of course. Have you been living here for a long time?
Yes. In fact, I have lived in these mountains all my life. Since I was a child, I have never known any other place. Although my mother disappeared many, many years ago, I have been here alone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You may see it as sad, but it is the best thing for me, because of my own nature. I guess humans especially don't find it pleasant to see such a big spider around.
Maybe you're a bit right. I took a small sip of tea. So what can you tell me about the others? Because there are more semi-humans out there, right?
Correct. You're not wrong. There are many entities in this forest. I myself often encounter things and creatures I have never seen before. Although it may seem dangerous, you really shouldn't be in any great risk, or so I believe. It would be very difficult to list all of them, so if I see or hear anything of relevance, you will be the first to know.
I feel like we've got to ask. It gives us the option. What are you exactly? May I ask about you? Oh, okay, so we worded it a lot nicer.
What do you want to ask me, dear?
What kind of semi-human are you? I have never seen anyone like you.
I have never seen anyone like you. Eh? I will be happy to explain, my dear. I am what many humans call Jorogumo. As would a common spider, I feed from the forest, from birds to insects to animal meat. But I can also feed on the life essence of others through my ability. Our species is capable of weaving people's dreams to lure them to us and slowly devour them with our venom. Many of us Jorogumo use our appearance to attract young men. So, we always try to keep ourselves beautiful. You may be my prey right now.
Huh?
Just kidding, dear. I wouldn't do such a thing to you. I promise. We can also manipulate spiders, among other things. But that is a brief summary of my species.
I see.
If you are more curious about this, I can explain further on another day.
It's okay, thanks. I really enjoyed spending this time with you, but I'd better go now. Thank you for everything, Sumire.
It's okay. I won't keep you any longer then. We'll have more time to chat, I'm sure.
That wasn't ominous at all, Sumire.
See you tomorrow, Meek.
Have a good night, Sumire. Gently, she guided me to the exit. Although I thought it hadn't been that long, it was already getting dark. On my way back, I kept thinking about her. Despite being so kind to me, should I be careful with her or not? Do these forests hide semi-humans like her, or even worse? I don't know, but it's my job to find out, I guess. Finally, I can rest. But before I go to bed, I'll prepare some dinner. And so my first day in this unknown Eden began. Day 2, Monday. The sun emerged from the hills, ushering in a new day. After finishing my daily chores, I had all the time in the world to do something else. I could go and explore the forest, even the cottage itself, but today I feel like meeting Sumire again. Wait, am I already stuck in her lore? Oh. An old phone. I think we've tested the phone. Don't think there's anything else we can interact with. Just look at the board. There is a small map of the area, although it lacks annotations. I could use it to orient myself a bit more. Okay, do we want to I could just skip the day. Where's the fun in that? We're going to visit Sumire. I think it would be a good idea to reintroduce myself to Sumire. I could learn more from her and get some more information. I prepared myself for a long walk and went with some confidence outside. I walked in silence for a long time. I didn't find any other living thing beyond some animal of the forest, nor did I find any hint of another semi-human nearby. But after a long walk, fortunately I met Sumire. Sumire! Good morning!
My dear, good morning. Fancy meeting you here. What were you doing?
I was actually looking for you.
You looking for me? Do you need something?
No, nothing special. I was just wondering if we could talk some more. I could do with getting to know the environment a little better, and why not you too?
Oh dear, of course. We can take a walk and show you some places. What do you think?
Oh, again I could just return home, but no, we are going to spend the day with Sumire. That's a good idea. Where do you want to go?
I'm glad you're joining me. Let's see. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places. It's a bit far away, but it will be a good opportunity to talk. What do you say?
Let's go.
Yay!
She took me by the hand and began to guide me along the right path. Along the way, she showed me some interesting places, but it kept striking me that we didn't see any other semi-humans. She seemed happy to go with me, so I tried to reciprocate by listening to her and enjoying the ride. Let me guess, all the others are scared of her. We arrived at a small open field, and she showed me various things about the place. She told me about her past, about her mother. I listened with interest, and I also spoke to her lightly about what human life was like in the city. After this, we decided that we had better go back, as we were both starting to get a bit hungry. The afternoon sun was beginning to bathe everything in its warmth. Sumire came up to me with some curiosity again.
Meek, did you have a good time with me today?
Were you gonna call me something else? Huh. I had a great time. Wait, we could just be rude to her? Okay, we're gonna do another path. On the second path, we're just gonna be rude completely. I had a great time. Yeah, I had a great time, thanks to you.
Are you serious? That makes me happy.
While we get home, perhaps I could take the opportunity to get to know each other a little better. Did we go straight for asking the age? Even though it's just generic, tell me more about you. Do you know what? We're gonna ask the age. How old are you, really?
Don't you know that a lady shouldn't be asked such a question?
Sorry.
Just kidding, dear. I can't really tell you the exact date of my birth, but without a doubt I am older than you.
You don't look that old.
Really? I do my best to keep myself beautiful.
Oh yes, to attract all the young men, huh?
Although, one way to rejuvenate a little more is to preserve the vital essence of a young person. A young person like you. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I looked at her with an expression halfway between concern, anger, and laughter. Okay, tell me about yourself. Tell me a little more about yourself.
About myself? I am quite good at playing the biwa. My mother taught me how to play it, and I practiced it occasionally. We Jorogumo can play beautiful melodies with it. It was another of our ways of attracting victims to our lairs. Unfortunately, though, I broke mine. But one day I will be able to fix it.
Don't you prefer a new one?
No, because I'm fond of the one I've had since I was a child.
Understandably. Okay, do you want to say something to me? Would you like to ask me anything?
Like what?
Whatever you want.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you something so obvious at this point. But anyway, do you like spiders?
I'm afraid of spiders. I just, you know what? The bigger the spider, the less I dislike them. So, like, I like you because you're a massive spider. You can never hide. Yeah, I find them beautiful and elegant. I like them.
Does this mean you like me?
She asked me as I blushed. I...
Just kidding, dear. But I'm glad to know that I don't disgust you.
Absolutely not. I feel good next to you.
Thanks, Meek. You're a sweetie.
Hearing my answer, she seemed relieved and happy. Well, it's time to end the day then. We kept walking until, at a certain point, Sumire said goodbye.
Hey, Meek. I've had a great time, you know. And I wanted to tell you, I am grateful that you decided to spend the day with me, dear.
You don't have to thank me.
I know. However, I wanted to let you know that I love your company. But it is time to say goodbye. I will go this way. You can get to your cottage, can't you?
Yeah, I more or less know the way back. I never get lost. I'm gonna be fine.
So, we say goodbye here. It's been a pleasure spending the day with you. Thanks for everything, dear.
The pleasure was mine. See you tomorrow.
Farewell, my dear.
She went through the woods to her house, and I to mine. The rest of the day passed normally. Nothing else interesting happened. Day 3, Tuesday. A new day. Yesterday I spent most of my time with Sumire on that walk. I wonder what I can do today. While tidying up, I found items from the previous tenants, but nothing that would be useful to me. There is also something strange to me. Apart from Sumire, I haven't come across any other semi-humans around. But of course, I am just a newcomer here. I just hope everyone is as friendly as her. Now, let's see what to do. I mean, why do I get the feeling that Sumire ate the last tenant? Am I just being sent here to become feed for Sumire? Alright, we could go for a walk or visit Sumire. I feel like we're kind of setting up a whole Sumire route right now, so it's probably best if we just go visit her, right? I think I will visit Sumire. I spruced up a bit before going outside and headed straight for the cave where Sumire lived. With a little patience and memory, I was able to make my own way to the entrance for her house. Hello? Sumire! I've come to see you.
Meek! Just give me a second. I'm just finishing brushing my hair.
As far as I could see and appreciate, she was a very elegant girl. If she didn't have that form, I could believe that she was a traditional high society woman, or something like that. She always seemed to be taking care of both her hair and her clothes. Also, her own way of speaking or talking to me. However, her measured and feminine gestures made me slightly interested in her. Oh, I am definitely going for the Sumire thrall ending. Wait, what happened to your legs?
Meek, I was already looking forward to seeing you. Thank you very much for coming all this way. It was very kind of you. That kind of gesture makes me happy.
Are we not going to talk about it?
Is something wrong, dear?
I was speechless when she came out of the darkness because... Your legs!
My legs? Oh! Did I forget to mention that I can shapeshift?
Yes, you did.
Well, excuse me then, dear. You see, I can change my shape, though it tires me more than usual. Tell me, do you find me more attractive this way or not? Are you surprised?
Not too much. Oh, I think that would hurt her ego. No, we know. We're gonna be the thrall. Yes, you look gorgeous. You surprised me.
Really? Your words make me very happy, Meek. Oh, but don't you just stand there, dear. Do you want to come in and have a drink? Or would you rather we went for a walk?
My throat is a bit dry. Do you mind if I take that drink?
Of course not. Come on, come with me, dear.
She took my hand and led me into the cave. Again, all the dampness of the cave permeated the place, making it somewhat unfamiliar to my senses. In the midst of the warm and refreshing atmosphere, Sumire seemed to be extremely comfortable.
Dear, what kind of tea do you prefer?
She asked me curiously. I'm more of a coffee person. I don't really like teas. What's red tea? Like berry tea? I know green tea is the herbal one, right? And black tea is just tea without milk? If I say I don't really like teas, will that upset her? I don't really like teas.
Oh, I didn't know, excuse me.
Oh, I upset her. I'm sorry, I'm just more of a coffee gal.
I'll see if I have something you might like.
I could hear her rummaging through some objects in what I supposed was her kitchen. After this, she quickly returned with a cup in her hands.
Here you go, dear.
She gave me a cup filled with a black drink.
I won't tell you what it is, but it's not dangerous. And it doesn't taste bad. Trust me.
You know what? I'm just gonna trust it's coffee. Okay. I took a small sip, and as she said, it didn't taste bad.
See? It's tasty, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for the drink, Sumire.
You are very welcome.
Am I ever gonna learn what I just drank?
Meek, did I tell you what one of my skills is?
Which one do you mean?
I'm talking about my cat's ability to manipulate dreams. Would you like to try it?
What exactly is it about?
It's easy and safe, my dear. All you have to do is fall asleep, and I can weave your dreams. What do you think?
Maybe another day, okay?
Are you sure? Well, I can't force you either, just in case you were curious. Sometimes we can use dreams to treat wounds that are hidden in the heart.
Is that true?
Of course it is. It can also be too shocking. But is that the situation for you?
I don't know. Do I have these kind of wounds? Do I really have those kinds of wounds or traumas in my heart? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Then I am glad.
I finished my drink, and after some small talk, I decided I'd better go home.
Meek, I think I should go and find some food for tonight. Do you mind if I see you tomorrow?
Of course not. No problem.
Thank you for coming to greet me, dear.
We both went outside.
I'm sorry to say goodbye so soon, but I promise I'll be free tomorrow. Besides, I really want to be with you, dear.
Don't worry about that.
See you tomorrow then. Be careful on the way back.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
She left, but I had a strange feeling. Obviously, I don't know her very well yet, but I feel that somehow there's a lot she hasn't told me. Perhaps my curiosity about her was growing? Or perhaps her monstrous form makes me more cautious. Anyway, I'll go back home. I returned home, but apart from my meeting with Sumire, nothing else happened. And so the rest of the day passed. Day 4, Wednesday. Oh, report! It was already midday. I couldn't sleep well, and the ringing of the phone woke me. It looked like the line was back up, so I should answer the phone. Hello?
How? Help her. In forest.
Help? The forest? Who is this? Oh, so not the reporting. Sounded like a girl's voice, but she hung up. Who called? Is something wrong in the forest? Well, it's time to go snoop, I think. Wait, as we would go outside or visit Sumire. I feel like we've got to go with Sumire, as much as I want to go see what's happening in the forest. I'm dedicated for this run. Before I see Sumire today, I should check what is going on in the forest. I don't actually have the choice then, do I? Let's go outside. Search in the forest. I don't know if the call earlier was a prank or not, but I have to check if anyone needs help. I consulted the map on the board and headed towards the forest. I walked for a while, stopping to rest and appreciate the surroundings better, looking for a sign or whatever. But the forest was relatively calm. I found nothing and no one. Maybe it was a prank? I will continue for a couple more minutes before leaving. Just when I was giving up, something caught my attention. I thought I saw what looked like a silhouette lying next to a tree off the path. With some haste and caution, I approached to get a better look. I found the body of an unconscious girl. It looked as if someone had left her lying there gracefully, just a bit, dismembered. She lay there in complete innocence and funeral silence, with a wounded and beautifully sullied appearance, as if she was immersed in a deep fairy tale dream. Without thinking more, I went over to check if she was alive. Hello? Are you okay? She did not react. What was she doing here? What happened to her? When I took a little more time to appreciate her, I realized something more than obvious. She didn't look human. Her hair was short and artificially white. Her right eye appeared to be blindfolded, and she was missing an arm and a leg. While such a thing might be shocking, Her body did not appear to be completely made of flesh and blood. The touch of her body felt cold, but at the same time organic. However, there seemed to be no red blood in her wounds. Can you hear me? I kept shouting at her without response. She looked like a broken doll thrown away. But to my surprise, she tried to move her arm without much success. If you can hear me, try wiggling one of your fingers. Within seconds, she did indeed wiggle her fingers. That was enough to convince me that she needed help, but had no way of calling an ambulance or asking for help. Listen, I will take you with me. I'll treat your wounds as I can. With some effort, I managed to carry her on my back. Hold on tight. Not expecting at all that I would find a body lying in the forest today, I go home carrying her. Although she weighed more than I imagined, I could handle her. Sometimes she tried to communicate with me or to wake up, but to no avail. And so I arrived home with a broken guest. Do you think this is going to make Sumire mad? I let her rest on the sofa and treated her wounds lightly. She had no bleeding wounds, nor did she appear to be wincing in pain. Maybe I should look for Sumire to ask her for help, or maybe she will even recognize her. I mean, this doll is really alive? That's debatable. Wait, can we speak to the doll first? The doll I found in the forest. What could I do to help her? Okay, we'll go look for Sumire. I will look for Sumire and ask her to help me. That's all I can do now. I approached the doll and said, I'll get a friend to help us. Wait here. I'll be right back. As expected, she made no gesture or sound. Anyway, I quickly headed for the cave where she lives. Sumire! Are you here? I need help.
Dear, it's you. What's going on? Are you okay?
Sumire appeared to me with her natural form and worried expression on her face. I found someone. Some kind of doll in the forest and she's wounded. Could you come with me, please? I don't quite know what to do and she doesn't seem to wake up. Can you help me, please?
Of course, dear. I follow you.
Thanks. This way. As we ran back to my cottage, I explained to her what had happened. When we reached the entrance, we ran into a small obstacle. Sumire could not enter through the door in her spider form. Sumire, can you come in? I didn't think of this detail before.
Of course. Remember that I can change my shape. But I don't want you to watch me while I do it, okay?
Understood. I quickly turned away. Oh, that's a very fleshy noise. I could hear something like the sound of a lot of meat twitching around.
Ready? Let's go in, dear.
Come with me. She is there. Can you take a look?
Let me see.
Sumire approached and examined her closely. She raised her arms and legs, but didn't seem to find anything. Do you know who she might be? Have you seen her before?
No, I don't recognize her. I've never seen her before. But she looks like some kind of dog, right?
That's what she looks like. What should we do?
She seems to be missing several parts of her body. Did you find anything else where you found her?
I'm afraid I don't.
She doesn't seem to be in danger, as she doesn't look completely human. I suggest you let her rest here today, while tomorrow you look for another clue. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can do. I don't think a doctor can do anything about her kind either. You don't worry and stay with her in case she finally wakes up.
Are you sure?
What else could we do?
Maybe you are right. Okay, I'll take your advice.
I'll search the forest some more before I go home, okay? If I find anything, I'll let you know.
I will let you know if anything else happens as well.
I am leaving then. I'll be back tomorrow, okay, dear?
Yeah.
Don't worry, dear. Everything will be fine. You'll see.
She tried to calm me down. See you tomorrow, Sumire. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I wonder if we wouldn't have got the option to go grab Sumire if we'd been like rude to her. She left and I took her advice to stay with this girl, doll. But nothing happened. She remained in her deep sleep. Hey, can you tell me if you can hear me? I kept insisting on communicating with her. Oh, progress! Hello? No progress. I continued to treat her wounds, if you could call it that. She remained inert and at the same time with a faint glimmer of life inside her. The day came to an end, and to my dismay, there did not seem to be any progress regarding her condition. I'll go out tomorrow to look for any clues that might be useful to us, okay? I have to go and rest, but if by any chance you manage to move or communicate, I'll be right next door. Understood? I went to bed, leaving her on the sofa. That night, I kept wondering who she was and what happened to her. I had no answers to all the questions germinating in my mind, but I hoped that tomorrow things would change. And so, the rest of the day passed. Day 5, Thursday. Oh, 2 days in a row. It was already midday. I couldn't sleep well, so I woke up a bit late. The doll was still in the same place as yesterday. She didn't seem to have moved an inch. And again the phone is ringing off the hook. What you got for me then? Hello? Hi. We called to inform you that the line has been restored. Restored? Now? But yesterday someone called this number and... That's impossible, sir. We just restored the telephone line in this area today. Then who... Anyway, thanks for letting me know and fixing it. By the way, yesterday I found someone in need of medical assistance. Is it human? Well, it looks like it, but I don't think she is. Then I am sorry, but there is no one qualified to deal with other creatures in that area. So what can I do? I don't know. But you're not there to be a doctor. That's all. We will contact you eventually. Wait! That wasn't very helpful. He hung up. Have I just noticed? Have you got blood on your shoes? She does not seem to be able to move or speak. Wait. Good morning. Well, even if you can't move or speak, it's nice to be polite to you. I approached her for a closer look, but she was still completely unchanged. Today, I will try to find something that can help you. Don't be afraid. It's time for us to leave then. I must go back to the forest and look for any clues, or anything that might help us. Sumire didn't return, so I have to assume she didn't find anything either. Search in the forest. I hope I can find something useful. I took one last look at the doll, which lay completely broken and destroyed, and headed for the forest. I will be back soon. I left a small note on the door in case Sumire came back before me. I walked around several times, and obviously also at the exact spot where I found her, but there was nothing, so I decided to look elsewhere. I came to another part of the forest and decided to look around here. I will search in this other area. Oh, I think I found a leg. This is a leg? It must surely be hers. There is nothing else, right? I will quickly return home to check it out. Hey, guess what I found? I walked in quite excited about my find. Can you hear me? I have found your missing leg. Surprisingly, I thought I saw her moving the fingers on her hand slightly. Now, the problem is, what can I do with this? I hadn't thought about how to get back to sew it. Did you just move? Oh, you're awake! Progress! She opened her eyes. You have woken up! Can you talk? How are you feeling? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to overwhelm you. Who are you? She asked me in a faint tone of voice. I am Meek. I found you in the forest and brought you to my cottage. Do you remember what happened? No, I don't remember anything. All right, don't force yourself now. How do you feel? Are you going to hurt me? Hurt you? Of course not. Why do you say that? Do you know your name? No. Will you be my master? Your master? Yes, my master. You seem kind and broken like me. She raised her arm feebly and caressed my cheek as she stared at me with teary eyes. Can you be my master? Please. Okay, I'll be your master, I guess. I didn't quite know what she meant by being her master, but it seemed important to her. Then, master, give me a name. Do you want me to give you a name? Yes. Please, master, give me a name. In that case, write her name. Rivka. I have a name for you. Her name will be Rivka. Are you sure? Yes. From now on, your name will be Rivka. Rivka? That's... I think that was my original name. Really? Can you remember anything else? No, but... if that is the name that my master has bestowed on me, I couldn't be happier. By the way, Rivka, I found what I guess is your leg. Do you think it could be useful?
Please, let me see it, Master.
Of course. I brought the leg I found to her and she examined it closely.
I think so. I can still use it. But I don't have the tools to do it. Master, do you know anyone who knows how to knit?
Knitting, you say? Maybe Sumire?
Who is Sumire, Master?
Oh, maybe you're the possessive one I should be careful of. She is a semi-human girl I met when I arrived here. I think we are friends or something like that.
I see. I hope she can help us then.
I'll go and look for her. As you still can't move, stay here, okay?
As you wish, my master.
I went not quite running, but fast enough so as not to take too long, in search of Sumire.
I see. She needs help to sew her leg.
I was explaining to her everything that had happened.
Can I go and talk to her? She might need a particular material or who knows what. You know, I'm not used to knitting other people's body parts.
She laughed in a low chuckle. Sure, let's ask what she needs.
All right, I'm going to grab a few things first.
We're back. How are you, Rivka?
Master, I waited here as you asked. Hello, sweetheart. I'm Sumire. What's your name? My name is Rivka. What a beautiful name. It is the name my master has given me. I see. Well, what do you need to re-knit your leg? I've brought these things. Maybe they'll... No, this is not useful. In that case, what do you need exactly? Master, can I ask you to please hand me a piece of paper and something to write on?
Of course, give me 1 second. I went to give her what she asked for, and as I gave it to her, she began to clumsily write a list. I need most of the things I have listed here. Let's see. I think I can get it all. Some things are easier than others, but I'll do what I can, okay? And what can I do in the meantime?
I think you could... Master, you please stay with me.
She interrupted Sumire from speaking. Understood.
I'll be back tomorrow with what you need, Rivka. I was glad to hear you woke up. Do not fear for anything else. If my master is with me, I will not. I'll see you tomorrow then, dear.
See you tomorrow, Sumire. I really don't think she liked the deer there. And thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, my dear.
Sumire left and I stayed to take care of Rivka until the night came. Rivka and I stayed talking about us, trying to see if she remembered anything else, but to no avail.
Master, can I ask you something?
Go ahead, Rivka.
Why did you come to this place? Are you planning to live here?
I came, but I'm not actually sure why I applied for the job, am I? But I came for work. I used to live in the city, but I had to come to live in this place.
I understand. What will you do when your work is done? Will you return to the city?
It is a possibility.
In any case, I don't want to be left behind. So, Master, please, take me with you wherever you go. I promise to serve you in everything, but please stay by my side, Master.
See, I don't know which one I want to go for. I was originally going for the whole Sumire Thrall ending, but you know what? No, we're abandoning you for Sumire. You can't stay with me forever. I can't promise you anything like that. We can't stay together forever, I suppose.
It's possible, but still, don't forget that I want to stay with you, okay?
While she and I were chatting, the hunger hit me hard. Hey, Rivka, I'm getting a bit hungry. Do you feel like eating something?
I have no appetite. But please, go and eat something.
Doesn't your body need food? By the way, what kind of being are you?
I think I used to be a human girl, but my soul became locked inside this doll. I don't feel sleepy. I don't feel hungry. In fact, I don't feel any physical pain at all. However, my human side does. Although I don't feel hungry, I do have the desire to savor the food. Although I don't need to sleep, I long to dream. And though my heart is dead, my soul is alive. I'm just a hollow puppet. Does that make me a weirdo or a freak?
I mean, I like you this way kind of sounds like, yes, it makes you a freak. No, not at all. It's not your fault you're locked inside a doll. You are no monster. We're all special in different ways, aren't we?
I guess you're right. But now, Master, please go eat and rest.
Alright, I'm coming. I got up from my seat and went straight to make something quick for dinner. After that, Rivka and I talked some more, but after a few minutes, I decided to go to bed.
Good night, Master.
Good night, Rivka. We both said goodbye, and so the day ended. Day 6, Friday. It's already dawn. I yawned as I stretched my muscles. Today we should be able to do something about Rivka's leg. Then I guess we'll see what happens to her. How you doing, Rivka? Good morning, Rivka. Did you spend the night well?
I was a bit bored because, you know, I can't move from here without my leg.
It is understandable, but I hope we can do something about it today.
I hope so too, Master.
Alright, it's think time to go out. Maybe we can find Sumire. I should wait here or look for Sumire. She offered to go and fetch the necessary items, so I should focus on finding her before anything else. Oh, let's go wait for Sumire. So I'm not going out? Rivka, I'm going out for a moment to look for Sumire. Is that okay?
No, Master. Please stay here with me, and let's wait for her together. I don't want to be alone without you.
Alright, we'll wait for her together.
Thank you, Master.
I decided to sit next to her to keep her company while we waited for the news from Sumire. I suppose we could talk about something to kill time. Speak.
Master, do you think I'm annoying?
Why are you asking?
I want to be by your side all the time because I feel safe, but I don't want to burden you. That's why I was wondering, am I being a nuisance to you?
Just a little bit. I feel like I've got to do this because I want the Sumire route. Just a little bit of a nuisance. Just a little bit, but I understand. You've just woken up and you'll barely have any memories. So don't worry.
In that case, I apologize, Master. I never intended to.
I feel a little bit bad. Wait, ask. Can you remember anything? Rivka, have you been able to remember anything else?
No, I'm sorry, Master.
You don't remember anything about your past? If you have family, friends, where you lived or things like that?
No. All my memories seem erased and very blurred. More than memories, they feel like distant emotions. And thanks to that, I can only guess what I have a mother.
A mother? Do you remember her name or what she looked like?
No.
Do you think she was the one who left you in the forest?
Most probably, but I don't know why.
Well, I mean, if we're going from Rivká experiences, you guys were competition.
I only know that. I am afraid Master will do the same to me.
In that case, don't worry. I have no intention of abandoning you. I know it's hard for you, but try to remember what you can at your own pace, okay?
If it is Master's will, I will do it.
What will you do when you can walk again? Do you know what you will do when you can walk again?
No, not yet, Master.
Do you have somewhere to go?
I don't have one either.
Well, let's focus on your recovery for now.
Understood, Master.
I think Sumire is here. Before I could get up from my seat, I heard her knocking on the door.
Dear, I'm back.
Good morning, Sumire. Give me a second, I'll be right with you. I quickly went to open the door and let her in. I also felt Rivka's gaze on my back.
Good morning, dear.
Sumire greeted me with a big smile on her face, as if she was very happy to see me. Again, she was in her more human form to obviously be able to be in a smaller space.
Good morning to you too, Rivká.
Good day. For some reason, Rivká always seemed very distant and cold towards Sumire. So, have you been able to get what she needs?
Well, there are a few things that I haven't been able to get.
Which ones? She brought the paper with the necessary items crossed out. I see. Do you think what we have is enough, Rivká?
I'm afraid not, Master.
And how do we get what is left?
Maybe you can go to the city near here and look in their shops. I would prefer not to go. Semi-humans like me are not accepted in many areas.
Then I guess I should go.
But Master,
Rivká whispered, something while grimacing with worry and sadness. Are you alright, Rivká?
Yes, Master. It's just that... Don't worry, dear. I'll stay with her while you're out.
Then tell me where I should go.
No problem, my dear. Listen.
Am I going to return to find one of them dead? They do seem to dislike each other. I think it's this way. I followed Sumire's instructions, but it led me to this alley. I was supposed to look for a shop where they sold different things. The shop is in a nearby city, although I was surprised at how big it is. There was a very few semi-humans in the center of the city, and while there were some in this area, there are not as many as in my hometown. It is as if they are frowned upon and discriminated against by people. Let's see. I had already been wandering around these streets for quite a while with no result. Those who see me will probably think I'm lost. Suddenly, the sound of a door opening caught my attention. She looked like a customer leaving a shop with a bag. I went in out of curiosity. Welcome! A woman's voice greeted me with joy. How can I help you, young man? Oh, do you know Coco? You seem like you could be friends. Oh, good morning. You see, by any chance, do you have a jar of Himalayan salt for sale? Excuse me, young man. Himalayan salt? The shop girl looked at me with a confused look on her face. Let me see if I have any of that in the back room. Of course, fine. This, seems to be the wrong kind of shop. The shop girl walked away behind the counter. Boy, may I ask why you want something like that for? Tell the truth, why not? Well, it's to heal the wounds of a semi-human. Oh, I see. Is he or she bleeding or something? Apparently not. These salts are said to be quite healing, so fear not. After a couple of minutes, the shop girl reappeared. Well, you're in luck, because I had one in stock. She gave me a jar with some pink solace inside. By the way, young man, are you from around here? I've never heard your voice before. With that question, I realized something. She might be blind. She was obviously not human, as she had scars on her face and eyes that were very diluted. I'm not really from here. I just moved to the forest a few days ago. Oh, that explains it then. What's your name, boy? Meek. Nice to meet you, Meek. I'm Manami. I have been running this shop for years, selling various things that both humans and semi-humans may need. Is there anything else you need? No, that's all. Let me give you my number, Meek. She reached into her pocket and handed me a piece of paper with her number on it. I know the forest is a bit far away, so if you ever need any objects or help, you can call me, okay? I know how hard it is to start from scratch, so never be afraid to ask for help, young man. Thank you very much. How much do I owe you for this? This time, it's my treat. It's a welcome gift. Thank you very much. I'll take your word for it then. You are welcome. See you again, young man. Goodbye. Well, she seemed nice. I guess that's it. Time to go home. The shop girl seemed very friendly and helpful, and although she was semi-human, she did not inspire any fear. I guess I'll keep her number in case she can be of help to me later on. And if not, it never hurts to make one more friend. I looked up at the sky as if in a crude attempt to orient myself, to find my way back. Ah, it wasn't bloodbath then. I'm back. Dear.
How did it go?
Master, both welcomed me with enthusiasm.
Well, do you have what we need?
Here it is. I took out the salt jar from my bag.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, Master. And now?
It's hard for me to admit it, but I need the Spider Girl's help. What do you mean? To begin with, I must ask 2 things of you, Master.
Sure, tell me.
First, I need you to, well, give me my leg back.
Oh, right. Sorry. Here you go. I put her leg in her lap.
Now, I must ask you to wait outside, please. I should probably take off some of my clothes, and I would be embarrassed if Master saw me naked.
Sure, I understand.
We'll let you know when we're done, okay, dear?
I'll be outside then.
Thank you, Master.
I went outside as they asked. I sat near the door and waited to be called, as I had nothing better to do.
You can come in now, dear. And here she is.
Rivka seemed to be able to stand up and walk. Now that I could see her standing, her leg completed her slim, slender figure.
Master, am I strange to you?
Of course not. You look fantastic.
Do you really think that?
I don't know if I want to answer that question. I seem to be getting quite the stare.
I'm so happy, thanks to you, Master. Ahem.
Sumire coughed to make her presence known in the conversation.
Ah, thanks to you too, Spider Girl. Indeed.
So, show me, Rivka. Can you walk now?
Yes, Master. Look.
She's walking. She's alive. We should probably find your arm at some point, huh?
You see, Master, I can walk. It's wonderful, isn't it? I have to admit that yes, it is. I can finally move. But now the question is, what are you going to do? Do you have somewhere to live? Or someone to ask for help? Or maybe you plan to stick around? Well, I thought that maybe Master wouldn't mind that Master, could I stay by your side?
Stay here with me.
I can take care of you. In fact, I want to. In exchange for letting me stay close to you, I will take care of you. I will do whatever you ask and need. But please, Master, I really don't want to be separated from you.
Okay. I reached out to pet her hair and reassure her.
Master.
She looked up at me in surprise. This cottage is not the biggest in the world, but you can stay here for as long as you want.
Really? Do you really mean it?
Of course.
Master!
She rushed over to hug me. Her slender arms wrapped around me, and she buried her face in my torso. Ah! I'm being glared at again. I could feel her jumping up and down with excitement.
I guess it's all sorted out now.
Yeah, somehow.
I'll go back to doing my chores, shall I?
Oh, sure, Sumire. See you later. And thank you for your help.
Don't mention it, dear.
Oh, I'm being squished. Sumire quickly approached me. She stood still long enough for me to be able to appreciate her fragrance and breath.
I'm happy to have you around too, dear.
Oh, I've been smooched. Last time I was smooched, it was by an eldritch being. She kissed my cheek.
Bye-bye, Meek.
I don't think Rivka's gonna be too happy right now. Sumire left without saying anything else. I looked at Rivka, who was still hugging me. Rivka?
Oh, Master.
When she finally realized that she was still hugging me, she became embarrassed.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Rivka did not seem very expressive with her emotions, but though she had them. But now she seemed very excited, and that made me happy too.
Forgive me, Master, but I'm just very excited and happy. Just the thought of being able to be by your side from now on makes my stitches tingle with excitement.
It's fine, don't worry. Now tell me, do you feel like going for a walk, or perhaps you prefer to rest for a while?
To be a bit honest, I think I'd rather stay home with you today and rest my new leg.
Sure, we will do that.
Thank you, Master. You are very kind to me.
And so the whole matter of Rivka's situation was more or less solved. She finally woke up and is able to walk again, although she will stay with me for a while, but there is no problem with that. I guess it's time to relax.
Of course, Master. I'll take care of everything.
The rest of the day passed quietly into the night. It's getting late.
Master, would you like me to prepare something for dinner?
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, a little. Although I would like to improve my housekeeping skills for you.
How about we both do some cooking?
Of course, Master. Anything that means spending more time with you will be great for me.
Let's go then. Since I agreed to let her stay with me, Rivka seems more affectionate towards me. It wasn't something that bothered me too much, but it was something worth mentioning. On the other hand, Sumire kissed me on the cheek and I didn't see her again today. Maybe she felt uncomfortable because of Rivka. I don't know. Besides, all this has only been my first days here. I still have a lot of things to do.
Master, did you say something?
No, nothing. Sorry.
Master, can you hand me that pot over there?
Of course. Then, as I raised my arm, a piece of paper fell to the floor, swinging loosely. Rivka bent awkwardly to pick it up. Is that the phone number?
Master, what's this? Who is Minami? And why is there a number written here?
She seemed to hide a great anger under her smile. It's from the girl in the shop where...
Oh,
She didn't let me finish.
and what is she like? Master, can you explain this to me?
Don't know if I want to. You seem very intense about this. Without thinking too much, I took her by the shoulders.
Master,
It's just in case we need to buy something. That's all.
I see. It was just that. I see. Well, let's let's get on with the cooking.
Yeah. I sighed in relief as if I had dodged something dangerous. I guess this day ends here. But I still have a whole Eden to discover out there. I just wonder what kind of things will be waiting for me. Day 10, Tuesday. Oh, so we've skipped a couple of days. Oh, I'm back in the city? Oh, is Rivka here alone? Oh no, we're here with them.
Come on, Master, or we'll be late to visit the rest of the shops.
Yeah, I'm coming, Rivka. Don't worry, we have plenty of time. It had been several days since I arrived here, and after Rivka's recovery, the days simply passed quietly. With nothing to do, Rivka wanted to go for a walk with me so that she could use her leg again.
Master, this is the shop that woman,
Manumi?
Yes, whatever. Does my master want to go in?
I don't think we should, because I think it's gonna result in a murder, but why not? Let's go in. Yeah, let's go in. Understood. She didn't seem very enthusiastic about going in. Hello. Good morning.
That voice. You are...
From behind one of the shelves, Manami came out.
Meek. You're Meek, right?
She greeted me in a mixture of joy and concern. Is everything okay?
Well, I have lost my glasses again,
she replied as she laughed and to cover her worry.
As I think you can easily notice, my vision is not the best in the world. I wear glasses occasionally, but most of the time I end up losing them. So, young man, perhaps you could help me find my glasses. I would be very grateful.
You know what? This probably might, upset Rivka, but let's help her find the glasses. Sure, I'll look for them.
Thank you, Meek.
Master, are you sure we have time for this? Don't worry, it will only take a moment. If you think so. Oh, I found them! Told you it would only take a moment. Oh, I found them! Here they are.
Did you find them? Yay!
I handed her glasses and she quickly put them on.
Thank you very much, my little boy. You are so kind.
Why so many confidences with my master, Miss Longhands?
Now tell me, what can I do for you?
In fact, we just dropped by to say hello.
I see. And who is this pretty girl with you? Is she your girlfriend?
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's Rivka. She is just a friend.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Manami.
Yeah, ditto. In fact, we'd better leave now. It was good to see you again, Manami.
Of course, young man. I'm happy to see you. I hope you'll be back here soon.
Don't hesitate, I will. See you.
Bye-bye.
I think we've upset Rivka. Well, let's go and see the last shops and get back home, shall we?
All right, Master.
Rivka and I took a last walk through the streets of the city. We visited a few shops and bought a few things before leaving. home at last.
Master, do you want me to prepare something to drink?
It's fine, don't bother.
But
The ringing of the telephone interrupted Rivka. I'd better answer the phone. Sorry.
indeed, go on.
Yes?
Finally, you answer. We have been trying to contact you all morning.
Sorry, I was out and...
That does not matter. You must go and investigate a place.
A place?
Yes, you should go to Redacted and then Redacted. Here you will find the entrance to a cave.
Wait. Is this gonna be... Is this Spider's cave?
You must go and investigate. That's all. Goodbye.
They hung up.
Master, is everything okay? Who was on the phone?
It was work, I guess.
What did they say?
Apparently I have to go into a cave and investigate its interior.
Is it dangerous, Master? May I come with you?
I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to...
Please, Master, take me with you.
Alright. But first I need to eat something.
Leave that to me.
Rivka hurried to the kitchen.
She seemed very excited to come with me.
I don't know what she might be thinking. In any case, maybe I should look for more information or just go straight away. Wait, is that an option just to leave without her? Let's see. Can I just visit Sumire? Is that an option? I could ask Sumire, but it would be too late if I went to her house. I should ask her if there is another, quicker way to contact her. I know it's not an option. Alright, go investigate the cave. Well, it's time to go. Rivka, are you ready?
Yes, Master.
Then let's go. Rivka shook off her dress and brushed her hair one last time before leaving. We followed the directions given to me on the phone until we reached the entrance to the cave. All around seemed quiet. Too quiet. As if the whole forest was silenced right around that place. Perhaps even the animals themselves avoided approaching. So it is a different cave.
Master, is this the place?
It seems so.
Are we going to enter?
Sure, I should go in. Would you rather stay outside?
No. It's just that. Since we have arrived, I have a strange feeling.
What is it about? Are you alright?
Yes. It doesn't matter. I'll be right behind you, Master.
Alright, but let me know of anything.
For sure.
Plot twist. This is where we find her arm. After a while of walking, we began to feel that the rock was imprisoning us. Every time we moved away from daylight, everything started to get darker and darker. Unfortunately, I had no lighter or torch. Oh, we don't seem very well prepared right now.
However, before we left, we could see a small source of light.
Be careful, Rivka. We don't know who or what might be nearby. She grabbed my clothes, perhaps out of fear, or perhaps so as not to get lost. In any case, she was quite worried and upset.
Master, what is that over there?
Looks like a book.
Now that we've come this far, we should get closer and see what it's all about. Don't you agree, Master?
You're right. But stay here. It could be dangerous. Remember to flee at the slightest danger, okay?
Yes, Master. But I will not leave you behind.
Alright. I mean, what's that happened about reading a book, right? Nothing could go wrong. I approached carefully. There was a torch lying on the floor and a book next to it. Since the torch was still on, it couldn't have been left here for too long. I bent down and looked at the book. It was handwritten. I couldn't read it very well though. However, when I looked at the last notes, I went into this cave known as the Worm Cave. Legend says its tunnels were made by an Aka Algoi Korhai. Although they say the creature no longer exists, there is something else hidden in its passages. Something that guards a big secret. A secret I'm ready to discuss. There is a slight ink smudge before the end of the writing. I guess something happened before they could finish writing these notes. The question is, what?
Master, is everything all right? Have you found anything?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Apparently someone... Before I could finish my sentence, I started to hear something.
Master,
The light suddenly went out, plunging the whole place into darkness and uncertainty. Rivka, where are you?
Master, what happened?
Again, before we could finish speaking, something interrupted us with its presence.
Master!
Oh! Oh, I was not expecting that! Something began to emerge from the darkness. Rivka! Let's get out of here! We both ran as fast as we could while holding our hands. What? You don't want to make friends with the Resident Evil infection lady? Because of the darkness, we held on tight so as not to trip over anything. We didn't stop running until we could see the sunlight again and leave that thing behind. When we reached the outside, I gazed in awe at the sky as I took in a relieved breath. Rivka, fortunately, didn't look as exhausted as I did. Rivka, are you alright? I asked her, very worried about what happened.
Yes, Master. I am fine.
What was that? What was in the tunnel lurking in the shadows?
I don't know. But whatever it was, it didn't seem friendly. Master, can we leave this place? I'm scared that something else might come out of that hole.
You're right. Let's go home immediately.
Yes, Master.
On the way back, we met Sumire and we explained to her what had happened.
Are you serious? You could have died or who knows what. I had no idea that something so dangerous was here. So close. Darling, don't go there again, okay? I don't want anything to happen to you for meddling where you don't have to.
But I have to investigate what is inside it. It's part of my job.
Even so. Sumire is right. We shouldn't go back to that place. Just the thought of going back to that place makes me shiver, and I'm not even human. There's something I don't like about that place, Master.
No matter how much you tell me, I can't do anything about it. First, I will try to find the owner of this book.
That's a good idea, dear. I'll ask around if anyone knows anything too.
Thanks, Sumire.
You don't have to thank me, Diane. It's the least I can do for my beloved Meek.
Well then, I will go home and call my superiors to inform them of what happened. See you later, Sumire.
Goodbye. See you later.
Goodbye, Spider Girl.
Bye-bye, little doll.
Master,
I'll go and prepare lunch. Is that okay?
oh, sure, go ahead.
Thanks, Master.
Rivka left somewhat happily to the kitchen while I went to make a phone call. I picked up the phone and started to dial a number. Yes? Hi, I'm Meek, and I'm reporting about the cave I've been assigned to investigate. Go on. Apparently, there are some kinds of legends about the place. Like, for example, it was made by some kind of worm, and it seems that whoever reaches the end is granted a kind of wish. That information fits in somehow with our initial reports. Have you found anything else? We believe there is some kind of monster guarding the path, and that it was what could cause some travelers to disappear. Understood. If possible, find out more about that cave, get to the end, and report back to us. If not, we will send another team more prepared to deal with the threat. Stay tuned for further indications. That's all. They have hung up. In a way, I have partially done what I have been asked to do, I suppose. Now I could try to delve into its depths and find out what is waiting there. Or I could just wait for another task. But for today, I think that's enough. I don't know. Kinda want to go back to the cave. The rest of the day progressed on a daily basis. Master, after dinner, Rivka called me shyly. Yes? I wondered if I behaved properly today. Am I carrying out your orders correctly? Of course, Rivka. You are a great help to me. Do you really think that? Of course. That makes me immensely happy. Though, she paused in her joy for a moment. I keep wondering if there is another way to serve you better. Serve me better? It's not necessarily. Seriously. So, could I ask for a small reward in return? A reward? Sure, tell me what you want. Because of everything that happened today, could Master examine my body? Examine your body? I was both surprised and embarrassed by her proposal. Yes. Check if my body is in good condition. Well, I mean, you're kind of missing an arm, so... This is not something I would ask of just anyone. But if it is my master, I have full confidence in you. That is why I am asking you, please, master. But is it truly okay for me to? Of course. I belong to you completely, master. So, you would do it for me? We could not do that. You know what, I'm kind of curious. Examine her body. Alright, I'll do it. Really? She was very happy with my answer. Then, let's go to my room for a moment. Rivka Rivka led me by the hand to her room which, although it was quite dark, I could see her clearly. Despite agreeing to her request, I became extremely nervous when she started to take off her clothes. Master, are you feeling well? I can feel your heartbeat from here. Yeah, I'm fine. Then, please proceed. I think I made a bad choice for my, I don't think I'm getting Spider-Girl ending, am I? Rivka dropped her last piece of clothing, exposing her bare back. Her skin looked extremely soft and smooth despite her small marks. You know, you kind of remind me of Alita. Is this how you were assembled? Master, she caught my attention when she realized that I was perplexed, admiring her naked skin. Excuse me. So, what is my body's condition? It seems to be fine. Wait, hold up. How did you get your other arm back? I don't think that's supposed to be there. That makes me a little more relieved. She sighed as if she had been holding in a lot of tension. Master, can I ask you a question? Maybe this is your first time seeing a woman's naked body. I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, it's my first time. I understand. That, in a way, makes me happy, Meek. For me, it is also the first time that I let a human touch my skin in such an intimate way. May I ask if you think I am beautiful? Do you like my skin? I mean, you have very nice skin. Your back is very backage. Do you find my body attractive? She continued to ask me shyly and nervously, as if my answer was very important to her. Wait, we can actually say sorry, but no. Oh, that one feels cruel. It also feels like a way to get myself murdered. You're very attractive. Yeah, you don't have to worry about things like that. You are certainly very beautiful. Do you promise? Do you really think so? Well, I would always like to look beautiful in your eyes. I wish you would only look at me, and not at any other woman, like that spider girl, or the one with the long fingers. But I know that I am a being, imperfect. I have marks all over my body. I don't remember my past, or who I was before. I had nothing, nor the strength to wake up, until you found me. I am sure that compared to you, I have practically nothing good. However, what I do know is that you gave me everything I needed. A voice to wake up, a name to be called, legs to walk, and a heart that slowly begins to feel. I owe it all to you, and that's why She paused slightly as I remained silent. I really care about you. Whatever happens, I will not give up until I reach you, so that you will never forget me either, because I will never forget you, and I will always want to stay by your side. Rivka, No, please, don't say anything. I think that's enough for today, don't you? Rivka quickly and embarrassedly put her clothes back on. Master, forgive me if I spoke out of turn. Don't apologize. It's not necessary. Master, may I go and rest now? She interrupted me again as if to avoid talking about it, so I decided to forget about it for now. Sure, you can go.
Thanks, Master, for everything. Actually, I am lucky to be with you.
I feel lucky to have you too. She smiled gratefully and kindly, and then went to her room.
Good night, Master.
Good night, Rivka. See you tomorrow. She finally left, and although I stayed awake for a while longer, I finally succumbed to sleep as well, ending a night more special than usual. Day 11, Wednesday. When I woke up early today, Rivka was already making breakfast. I was still a bit shocked by what happened last night, since I had never seen such an intimate side of Rivka before. I wasn't upset or anything, just surprised.
Master, breakfast will be ready in a while. Could you please wait?
Oh, right. Sorry. I left the kitchen and decided to wait in the living room. Maybe I could think about what to do today. What were we fancying? We could visit Sumire, stay with Rivka, or can I go to the Worm's Cave? I want to. I feel like I'm gonna die, but I want to. I decided to visit the Worm Cave once again. Rivka! I called her.
Yes, Master.
I want to visit the Worm's Cave again. Would you mind waiting for me here?
But I want to accompany you.
I'm sure I'll be back before you finish cooking. So don't be afraid, okay?
Okay. Please take care, Master.
I will. Knowing the exact location of the cave made it easier and quicker for me to reach it. I wish I could get in, but if there's something lurking there, there's nothing I can do. I wonder if... I looked around for any other clues. Perhaps about the owner of the book. Nothing. I guess I'm wasting my time. I'd better leave. I returned to my cottage, somewhat discouraged, for I had wasted my time.
Master! Master, how did it go?
Well, I couldn't find anything, and I couldn't do anything.
I see. But fear not, Master. I'm sure we'll find something. Or we can figure out what to do to get in there.
I hope so.
Now, sit down and rest. Breakfast is almost ready.
Thank you, Rivka. She smiled kindly and returned to the kitchen. Oh, I could go out again. I could go to Manani's shop. I could try and still get my Sumire ending, I suppose. Let's visit Sumire. After everything that happened yesterday, I decided to visit Sumire today. Hey, Rivka, what'd you say after breakfast we go visit Sumire?
Visit the Spider Girl, you say? I think I'd rather stay at home and do the housework, Master.
Are you sure?
Well, I guess so. I promise. But make sure you come back early, okay?
Okay.
See you later then, Master.
See you later, Rivka. Thanks. Sumire, are you there?
Dear. Yes, it's you, my dear.
Good morning, Sumire.
Tell me, what brings you here? Did you want something?
Yeah, in fact, I wanted to see you.
Really? Then come on, let's go. Come in, dear.
Sumire offered me a cup of tea while I told her everything that happened lately. After this, she and I continued our conversation.
Then you're all right, aren't you, dear?
Yes, fortunately, yes.
What a relief. Other than that, dear, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Well, I am curious. What is it like to live with Rivka, that doll?
Somewhat bad or fairly well? See, I kind of feel like it should be somewhat bad if I want the Sumire ending. Oh, sorry, Rivka, somewhat bad.
Ah, why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to having someone living with me.
And what would you think if it was me living with you?
You and me. I want my ending. I would love to. I would love to live with you.
Is that true? Well, I would be very happy too. I think you and I would get along well. I imagine something like I would decorate one of the rooms to build a sewing workshop so that I can take care of the house and you. Maybe I would earn enough so that you wouldn't have to work either, so I can have you all to myself. But I'm just joking. However, who knows what the future holds?
That makes me wonder. Would you like to be a dressmaker or something like that?
A dressmaker? The truth is that I love fashion, but I had never really thought about it seriously. Do you think I would be good at it?
Sure, you'd be great. I mean, you do have the silk down, right? I'm sure you'd do great. For sure.
Thank you, Meek. I'm glad to know that you hold me in such high esteem. Thank you for your honesty, dear. Oh, I forgot. I brought some delicious sweets. Do you want to taste them?
Sweets.
Come on, come on. Don't be shy. Oh, and I also told you that I met.
Wait. Who did you meet? Sumire started talking and talking while offering me more and more snacks. When I could finally shake off her insistence, I went back to my cottage. Rivka was annoyed with me, but after apologizing to her, we both went to rest. Day 12, Thursday. I woke up a little later than usual, but fully rested. Rivka was cleaning when I came out of my room. Good morning, Master. Did you sleep well? Yeah, Rivka, how are you feeling today? I feel good, Master. Thank you for taking care of me. You're no problem. Rivka kept doing her chores while I ate something and thought about what I should do later on. We could go visit Sumire again. I seem to be going for this route. I mean, there's no point in us going back to the Worm's Cave because there was nothing we could do. And I mean, there is Manami's shop. I'm thinking Sumire is our best bet. I decided to spend the day with Sumire. Hey, Rivka, I think I'm going to visit Sumire today. Do you want to come with me? Visit the Spider Girl? I don't know. I think I'd prefer to be alone with you. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. Dear Rivka, I come to visit you. It looks like we won't have to go anywhere after all. Good morning to you both. Especially to you, my dearest. Just kidding. I was just talking to Rivka about what I could do today. I see.
How about a chat between the three of us? I think that since we have known each other, the three of us have not yet been together enough to know each other deeply.
You're right. What do you think, Rivka?
I think that as long as I can be with Master, I have no objections. Perfect. I'll go and prepare something to drink then, if you'll excuse me. Oh, thank you, Rivka. Yes.
Thanks, Rivka.
Yes, Master. Well, how are you, my dear?
All is well, fortunately. What about you?
I am happy to hear that. It's all fine by me, though. In fact, I wanted to see you.
Me?
Yes, because I missed you. Here's some tea. Oh, that was pretty quick. I am impressed. I know. Here you go. Thank you. And here you go, Master.
Thanks.
I could feel them both seeming to curse at each other with their eyes while maintaining a polite smile. And so the three of us began to talk about different topics while drinking the tea that Rivka had prepared. The atmosphere at times felt very tense, but overall, everything was quite pleasant. As I tell you, I read it in the newspapers.
While I was living in the city, I think I heard something, but I don't know.
It's hard to believe that a mother would do such a thing, isn't it? Of course. Killing your daughter like that, out of mere jealousy.
Is this the Coco Raiko situation? Wait, so Raiko getting murdered was the canonical ending? Ah, brutal. You're right, but let's stop talking about such tragic stories.
Indeed. In that case,
Sumire gave me a mischievous look.
why don't we talk about love?
Love?
Yes. Sound good to you, dear?
Sure, let's talk about love. Sure, why not?
Yay! Excuse me, Master, but I'm really curious.
Sumire and Rivka looked at each other with understanding, as if for the first time they had a common goal.
Ah, I had an idea to make it more interesting.
Which one?
Let's write our names on small pieces of paper and draw lots. Whoever is chosen will be the one to propose a challenge or question to whomever they want. I think it could be fun. Wait, being able to propose to do anything. What do you say, dear? Shall we do it?
I don't see why not.
Ah. I'll write the names. Think about your possible questions or punishments.
Are we essentially playing truth or dare? Are you thinking of punishments as well?
Absolutely not.
Sumire looked livelier and more cheerful than usual today. I guess she was really enjoying herself.
Done. Who takes the names?
I proposed the most innocent hand in the room.
Me?
No, Rivka. Oh, Sumire really didn't like that.
It will be an honor, Master. Well, let's see.
Rivka began to rummage through all the pieces of paper.
And the first one is Sumire. Yay! So, my question is for you, Rivka. Me? Yes. I want to know, what are your intentions with Meek? Why did you decide to stay here with him and not somewhere else? What is your relationship with him? Please answer.
Sumire was smiling, but it looked more like she was interrogating her.
I am very grateful to my master, because he has given me a name and a home. That's why I want to stay by his side. I want to give him back everything he has given me selflessly. I understand. It makes sense, yes? Okay. The next name is Sumire. Why the disappointed grimace? Well, my question is for my dear Meek. How many partners have you had? Have you ever been in love?
You are asking many, many questions. I've only had one or many or none. Which one is she gonna like the most? She'll probably like it the most if I've had none, right? Because I feel like both of them are the kind of people that want to be my one and only. Okay, we're gonna say none. I've never had a partner.
Really?
Yeah, is that so strange?
No, but it's hard to believe that no other girl would have noticed you.
I laughed nervously, not knowing what else to say.
Okay, the next one is Sumire. Wait, Rivka, I have a proposal for you.
Oh, you're just whispers, huh?
Sumire whispered something in Rivka's ear. I agree.
I felt like I was the victim of a big plan against me.
So, this question is for you, Master. Do you love anyone in this room?
Huh? Wait, I can say I love Minami? I don't think she's in this room. I want my ending. I love Sumire. I love Sumire.
What? Me?
She began to jump up and down with joy.
Ma.
But it's not fair, because you've known him before me. So don't claim victory too soon, Spider Girl.
I don't.
Can I say something?
I can still win. Don't forget. Well, I think it's time for me to go. I had such a great time, so thank you for a great day in your company. I admit that I also enjoyed our time together very much. I thank you for that.
I feel the same. Thank you both for such a nice time.
Hopefully, we can do it again some other time.
Of course, don't hesitate.
I am glad about that. Without further ado, I shall leave. Goodbye, Rivka. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, Sumire.
Yeah, be careful on the way back, Sumire. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Sumire finally went home, and I was left alone with Rivka.
Master, I think I'll go prepare dinner and clean up. Is that okay?
Let me help you.
Oh, Master, it's not necessary. Just...
No excuses. This time, I'll help you with the chores.
All right, if my master insists.
And so, after this meeting and this fun time together, nothing else of relevance happened. Day 23, Monday. I woke up. It was almost midday. Soon it would be almost a month since I came to this place, and I was beginning to realize how much my life had changed. I discovered places far away from what I always knew in the city. I made friends, and maybe I even started to feel things beyond curiosity or friendship for someone. Maybe it's time to make a decision about my feelings and go on a date, or I don't know. I mean, I think I've been pretty clear this entire run. We're going for Sumire. We want that date. I think it's time to ask Sumire for a date. Since I met her, I have been interested in getting to know her better, and I think it is time to do so. However, Rivka will probably be annoyed with me for leaving her alone.
Why should I be annoyed, Master?
Rivka surprised me by appearing out of nowhere. How long have you been there?
Enough to hear that I would be annoyed with you. What's going on, Master?
You see, I'd like to ask Sumire out on a date, but for that, you'd have to be alone today. Is that alright with you? Rivka was silent for a moment and sighed.
Sure, that's fine. Just don't forget to have fun. I'll be waiting for you here then, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course. Why should I be angry about what you do with that spider woman? Come on, Master, or you'll be late.
But...
No buts. Go and have a good time.
Rivka pushed me outside, then closed the door. Wait!
Please, Master, go and enjoy your time with her. I will be here when you return, but please don't forget me.
Rivka!
I'll be fine, don't worry. See you later, Master.
She walked away from the door and left me worried as she sounded sad in her tone of voice. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Rivka. Forgive me. I did as she said, and I went to find Sumire. After walking around, I finally found her in the middle of one of the paths.
Dear, good morning to you.
Sumire, good morning. Nice to find you here, because I wanted to ask you something.
Ask me for something. Sure, dear. What do you need?
Just when I was supposed to ask her, I started to feel embarrassed. However, I fought shyness to get the words out of my mouth. Do you have something to do today?
Today? Now that you mention it, yes. To be with you. What better plan could I have than that?
You scared me.
Why, my dear?
Because I wanted to ask if you would be okay to go on a date with me.
Do you mean it?
Absolutely.
Of course I would want to. I thought you were never going to ask me.
Then...
Of course I want to. And where do you plan to go?
I thought we could go to the city centre.
The city?
When she heard my proposal, her face turned to worried. You don't like the idea. I mean, she did tell us she doesn't like the city.
Yes, of course, sweetheart. It's just that... What if other people look down on you for going with a semi-human like me?
Whatever you are still a woman. So I don't care what anyone else thinks.
But...
I took her hand to calm her down and convince her.
Meek. Okay, but I guess I have to change my shape to get on the train. So you have to turn around.
That's true. I hadn't thought of that either.
It doesn't matter, dear. However, I don't think I'll be able to keep it up all day. So when we arrive, I'll have to revert to my spider form.
It's okay. I've already told you not to worry about the stares of others. I don't think they're the first half-humans they've seen, are they? I tightened my grip on her hand again.
All right. Thank you, dear. Now turn around. Come on.
Yeah. Sumire changed back to her more human form, and we headed back to the station. She still seemed to be worried, but whenever I noticed this, I tried to reassure her. Are you nervous?
No, but...
Don't worry, I'm with you. We'll have a great time, you'll see.
Meek.
Finally, we got on the train, and we chatted the whole way. When we arrived in the city, she was quite restless and anxious. Whenever anyone came too close to us, she grabbed my arm tightly. However, this did not prevent us from enjoying this time together. We ate together, we walked together, we saw a lot of things. We also talked about various topics and got to know each other a bit better.
Dear, can I hold your hand while we walk some more?
Without saying anything, I took her hand, and her happy reaction was enough to make my heart rejoice. Let's continue this way, shall we? She was still staring at me in deep thought. Sumire?
Oh, excuse me. Of course, let's go, dear.
The streets were not as crowded as in the city I came from. Nevertheless, the semi-humans in this place were very few, as Sumire said.
Meek, do you think my clothes don't fit in with the rest of the people?
Why'd you say that?
I would just like to know your opinion.
I'm not entirely sure what everyone else is wearing, but I like your clothes. I really like your clothes and your style. As I said, I don't care what anyone else thinks.
Thank you, sweetie. Anyway, dear, can we enter here?
She stopped in front of a woman's clothing shop. Do you want to enter?
Yes, but before.
Where do you go?
Wait there for a second, dear. I am ready.
She changed her form again before entering. All right. I stepped forward and held the door for her to go first.
What a gentleman. Thank you, dear.
She was looking at the shelves and racks full of clothes. She took some clothes and examined them delicately while asking my opinion.
What do you think of this colour? Do you think it would suit me?
Yes, I think so.
That answer doesn't help me. Come on.
After a long time wandering around, she finally picked up a couple of garments and went into the fitting room.
Dear, I'm going to show you. Are you ready?
Of course, let me see. Sumire came out in a totally different outfit from what she always used to wear.
So, what do you think?
I miss the robe, but you look stunning.
Do you really mean it? Or are you just saying that to please me?
I really think so.
Aw, thank you, my dear.
In any case, those clothes showed off her slender figure even more. A more feminine figure than she already was, despite her spidery form. So inevitably, I couldn't feel how somehow even more attracted to her.
Do you think I should also do something with my hair to improve it?
She came closer to me, so close that I could feel her perfume enveloping me sweetly. I don't think it's necessary. Your hair is pretty enough as it is.
Thank you, dear. Then I think think I'll buy it. You're a good shopping companion, dear.
After more walking around the city, the day came to an end. We both returned home and kissed each other on the cheek. Sumire thanked me again for everything, but in reality, it was me who was grateful to her. When I arrived at the cottage, Rivka was waiting. How did it go, Master? Had a good time? Yeah, I suppose so. How was your day? Boring without you. Would you like me to make you some dinner? Nah, don't bother. I'll go and... No. It's the least I can do for you. Just stay here, okay? But... I'll make you something delicious. Just wait. Rivka quickly left for the kitchen. She seemed quite anxious, but no matter how hard I tried to do something, she avoided it. When she came back with dinner, I talked to her about it, and she apologized for her attitude. We both chatted as we do every night, but before I could do anything else, tiredness got the better of me. Are you sure you're not upset? Sure. Now, Master, please go and rest. I will deal with everything. All right. I'll see you tomorrow then, Rivka. Good night. Good night, Master. In my gut, I knew she was still worried, but I felt there was nothing more I could do. Without realizing it, my eyes began to close, and so the day ended. Day 24, Tuesday. Today was the 24th day since I arrived in this forest. I was getting closer and closer to a month. Many things had begun to change, from my life to my perception of the world and even my own feelings. And today, on this day, that would seem like just another day, there was a small spark that would change my life. And that spark was...
Dear, can you go outside for a moment? I would like to speak with you.
Sumire? Sure, I'm coming. Sumire came by surprise to the door of my cottage to talk with me.
Good morning, my dear.
Good morning, Sumire. What brings you here?
See, I wanted to see you and spend some time with you.
To see me?
Yes, to see you. I want to be with you today. Or do you have something to do?
No. Of course I can be with you. Tell me, what would you like to do?
What do you say? We start by taking a walk.
Of course. Let's go.
Great. Thank you, dear.
Did we even tell Rivka we were leaving? Oops, she's gonna be so upset. She and I started walking along the paths, at first in a casual way, but as the words flowed, the laughs and the complicit glances, everything started to become more and more intimate.
I can't go to the city like you do with Rivka, but I know a beautiful place near the station. Shall we go?
Of course. I'll follow you. She gently took my hand and led me to the outskirts of the town. Oh, it is pretty.
Come this way. Isn't it beautiful?
Indeed it is.
I know it's getting a bit late, but what do you say we stay here and rest for a while?
That is fine with me.
All right, then come along. Come closer.
We both walked through that field of flowers. Despite her size, she looked like a little dancing nymph among the flower petals.
Dear, do you like this place?
I think it's beautiful. Although, I think it's because you compliment it.
Dear, don't make me blush. For me, this place is special. From here, I can appreciate the remoteness of distant human civilization. I can see those stone buildings next to the rattling machinery of the trains, all from the silence of nature, of my own nature. But since you came to this Eden, everything has changed, you know. That's why I wanted to thank you. I wanted to do something for you, but as much as I thought about it, I didn't really know what to do. Until...
You didn't have to.
Shh!
She grabbed my shoulders and pushed me to the ground.
Close your eyes.
My eyes?
Oh, please.
Sumire placed her slender fingers on my eyelids and closed my eyes. Is she gonna manipulate my dreams? What are you? I could hear and feel her lie down next to me as well.
Come here, dear.
Open your eyes. When I opened my eyes, Sumire was behind me, and with a gentle gesture, she placed my head on her lap.
I'm a little embarrassed to do this, so don't stare at me for too long, okay?
Why? I was as surprised and embarrassed as she was, so words came out of my mouth in dribs and drabs.
I've already told you, it's because I want to thank you. But there is something else.
Something else?
Yes, dear. I wanted to say that
You...
I told you not to stare at me too much. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure there will be more times to tell you, so don't worry.
But...
Do you know?
She interrupted me again while I was trying to talk. One thing I realized is that Sumire, when she was in confidence with me, could be very talkative.
Right now, we look like a couple. If anyone saw us, I'm sure they'd think that.
Now that you mention it, it's possible.
If people thought that about us, is that something that would bother you?
Nah, I wouldn't mind. I'm going for that ending. I wouldn't mind if they think we're dating.
Really? I wouldn't mind either. Anyway, tell me, dear, are you having a good time? Are you tired? Don't answer. Because I'm not going to let you get up anyway. At least not for now. I want to stay together a little longer before we go. Okay? So,
She began to caress my hair slowly.
may I tell you a little story?
I'm listening carefully.
Thank you, my dear. You see, relations between us semi-humans and humans have always been difficult. Why do you think that many times some creatures change their form to a mere seductive one to attract people? I suppose it's because if every being were visible in their true identity, this world would be pretty scary, including humans themselves. But despite this, sometimes it didn't matter. Love is capable of blossoming anywhere. Perhaps also of embracing us like the flowers that cover us now. And I tell you all this because I used to know a girl some time ago. A girl with an appearance that frightened others. This girl, because of the rejection she felt in people's eyes, decided to stay alone in the mountains. She had no one else with her, only her loneliness and reputation. But one day, as she wandered the forest, she saw something with curious eyes. He was a person who, for the first time, did not freeze in fear or run away. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Wait. Was this Rebecca? Am I...
Right?
Wait, oh, are you talking about us? Oh, you're talking about us, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I don't know why my brain went to Rebecca. Yeah, you mean us. When we first met, am I wrong?
Exactly. You're a very clever boy. You know that.
She caressed my hair as a reward.
In any case, when I met you in the forest, and you seemed to be nice to me, I was glad. My race is known for seducing men and stealing their life essence. We have always been feared for our nature and true form. When we were discovered, we were exterminated. And you, despite seeing me like this, decided to meet me and trust me. That is something I obviously cannot ignore. You brightened my days here and gave me some hope. Hope that maybe I am not just a monster to be feared. That I can also love like a human. Tell me, what do you see? A monster in the shape of a spider or a woman?
I don't see any of that. All I see is Sumire. It doesn't matter if you are a monster, a spider, or a woman. You could be anything else. And surely you, well... She began to look at me surprised and almost on the verge of tears. Nothing would change between us. I do not fear you, and I doubt I ever will.
So, would you say that you could love someone like me?
Sure I could. Sumire put her finger to her eyes and wiped away a tear that was beginning to fall.
You know, I was planning to bring you here and make you fall asleep to give you a nice dream. But it looks like I'm the one who ended up daydreaming. What do you say we go home now? It's about to get dark.
But I would like to talk a bit more about... She quickly covered my lips with her finger. Then she kissed my forehead.
No complaints, dear. There will be other times to repeat this, yes?
I nodded my head as she held me up. We both walked home, still talking on the way. But despite the fact that she seemed to have been so happy, suddenly I felt that her attitude towards me became a little more distant. When I got home, however, I found Rivka totally annoyed with me. Well, where have you been all day, Master? I completely forgot. I didn't tell Rivka that I was with Sumire. You know what? Tell the truth. It turned out that Sumire called me and I... Master, I saw everything. Everything? I asked as I swallowed nervously. Not everything, but I did see how you two talked at the porch and then walked away together. I don't want to interfere in your life, Master, but I must ask you, did something happen between the two of you? Something like what? I see. There is no need for you to continue. Sorry. I am sorry. Hold on, Rivka, let me explain. Rivka went to her room with a sad face. Inevitably, I felt guilty about that, but I didn't fully understand why I should apologize either. What I did or didn't do only concerns me. So I decided to let her calm down before explaining what had happened. The days passed, and after that little date with Sumire, everything became more tense around me. I managed to talk to Rivka and explain everything, but her attitude towards me became colder. As for Sumire, she started to move away from me. She always made excuses to leave within a few minutes of talking. Wait, what? Sumire, what happened?
Meek, are you okay? You look dejected.
Yeah, I'm fine, don't worry.
We haven't known each other for long, but I can tell that you, from what I can sense, it's all because of heartbreak. Am I wrong?
Heartbreak? You might not be so too far wrong.
Is it because of that spider girl? What's her name?
Sumire,
Yes, Samaya. I have never seen one of their kind with my own eyes, but I have heard of them. You say you love her, right? But she loves you?
she loves me. I think so, but now I'm not sure.
Don't make that face, young man. Come, I think I have something here that might solve your problem.
Minami rummaged through her shelves, full of objects, and, from the top, picked up a small box or case. What is this? What's inside?
No! You must not open it. You can't see what's inside. Only she can open it. Understand?
Why?
Just listen to me, and you'll see how happy she'll be.
Okay. And how much do I owe you for this?
It is quite expensive, young man. So come over here and let's talk about how much it costs.
How much? After visiting Minami, I put the case in my pocket and looked for Sumire. I hope it helps. After a while of looking for her, I finally found her. She was on one of the paths, resting under a large tree. Sumire, I was looking for you.
Dear, what do you want? I have to do some things, so...
I'm tired of you running away from me like this.
I'm not running away from you. It's just that...
What's wrong with you?
I don't think you understand.
You are right. I can't understand it if you don't explain it to me. Luckily, someone else did try to help me. From my pocket, I took out the case that Minami had previously given me.
Who? What is that?
It is for you.
For me?
Sumire took the case carefully and opened it slowly.
Darling, are you sure this is for me?
Yeah, it's for you.
Really? Are you sure? Are you really sure? You are not wrong.
She kept asking me excitedly. This is no mistake. It's for you, but... Maybe I should explain that I don't know what's in it. Did I just propose to her? Sumire took out what was inside the case and put it on her finger. I did. Minami, did you just dupe me into proposing? That's...
It's the most beautiful engagement ring I've ever seen in my life, my dear.
Her eyes filled with tears of happiness. It was the first time I had seen her so happy, holding back tears of joy. I was simply stunned by her, not knowing what to say. As if I wanted to immortalize her smile in my memory forever.
Does this mean you want to be with me? Would you really be willing to go that far with me?
It was an accident, but of course I want to be with you. But what about you?
Me? Of course I want to be with you. I love you. I was scared to death because I thought you would never want to be with someone like me. For us, this means everything, my dear. My wedding is something my mother dreamed of seeing one day. As much as I do. And now, thanks to you, I will accomplish something I thought impossible. You can't imagine how happy I am right now, Meek. I love you, I love you, I love you.
She hugged me very tightly. I love you too, Sumire. I love you too, but I can't breathe. She began to hug me tighter and tighter, and I felt a slight prick in my neck.
I love you so much, Meek. My dear Meek. We're going to be very, very happy together. Just the two of us. Forever and ever.
As she hugged me so warmly, along with her voice, my eyelids slowly closed. Wait, did she bite my neck? I felt that everything around me was so pleasant, so happy, that nothing else mattered to me. Only her.
I love you, Meek. Have you woken up, dear?
Sumire? I woke up in a cave next to Sumire. When I tried to move my body, I noticed that I was completely bound by spider's webs. Why am I here? What happened?
I was still a bit sleepy and dazed. Don't you remember anything, my dear? You asked me to marry you, and then you agreed to come with me. Since then, I have been taking care of you. Every day, every moment.
Since then? How long has it been?
That doesn't matter, my precious Meek. Time only runs when you're with me. Have you never heard the story of a poor woodsman who was seduced by a beautiful Jorogumo? The poor man secretly went to see her day after day. No one knew where he was going. His health deteriorated to the point where he was on the verge of death. Luckily for him, the village monk noticed this and followed him. Discovering that he was being preyed upon by one of my kind. And luckily for her, she died.
Is that your mother?
This is how we have always acted, my dear. But that happened because she made a serious mistake. Besides, you are not a simple prey. You're my husband now, aren't you? I can't let your health wither and die. No, absolutely not. You are my darling after all. That's why I have to take good care of you and keep you here safe. This way, we can always be together. Isn't that perfect?
I agree with you. You're right, Sumire. Honey, this is the best way for us to be together and to love each other. I am in your thrall now. But if you could free me so I could move.
I'm glad you understand. But I have to make sure you're fine, my darling. I will continue to take care of you, no matter what. However, I must ask something of you now, dear.
Ask me something? You know I can't even move, right?
You don't need to move. I can handle it myself.
What do you mean?
I'm starting to feel hungry, so it's time for me to... You feed me.
Feeding you? How? Listen to me, Sumire, please, She dug her fingernail into my neck and she hooked me. All her spidery legs wrapped around me. What are you?
Shh, my dear. It's time for us to have some fun, okay?
She began to whisper to me in a very seductive tone as she hugged me warmly. But
You don't have to think about anything else. Don't you think I'm pretty enough?
yes,
Then let me do it. I'll make you feel great. We will both be very happy.
Sumire partially undressed me while her lips kissed mine. Her spider legs dug into my skin as she covered me in turn with more spiderweb. Her fragrance covered all my senses, making her every word of her voice a command to me. It all felt so pleasurable, exciting, and at the same time so terrifying and painful. I trusted her, but I was wrong. Monsters will remain monsters inside. But this is not her fault, because this is just a dream, isn't it? I am sure that if I open my eyes, everything will start again. You know what? That is everything I expected in my thrall ending. The spider's heart. I knew it would get eaten. Right, we're on to our next ending then. And of course, this time we're gonna go with Rivka. But, I discovered something. I mean, I was just messing about. I was seeing if we could change her name, right? Don't know, maybe call her Coco and Raikou. They were acceptable, but, there was one name, she didn't like this name. I mean, I think it's a charming name, but, wow, the game said no. That name belongs to me. I think that's a no to Rebecca. I like that Easter egg. Alright, so our hunt for the ending. Our first change will be, we will not abandon you. We'll let you stay by our side eternity. I won't leave you stranded. Don't worry about that. Really? Can I trust you, Master? I know that promises often lose their value over time. But in any case, I choose to believe in you, Master. While she and I were chatting, the hunger hit me hard. So the last time did we visit Sumire? No, we went to the Worm's Cave again. So this time, well, we're going to stay with Rivka, aren't we? After everything that happened yesterday, I decided to relax with Rivka today. Hey, Rivka, what do you say we do something after breakfast?
Do something, Master? Something like what?
I don't know. What would you like? Maybe we could go for a walk, stay for a film, or whatever you feel like.
Whatever I want. Whatever I want. In that case, I think I'd like to take a walk with you, Master.
A walk? Sure. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I guess we can just go and walk around aimlessly.
Alright, then let me know when you're ready and we'll leave.
Understood, Master.
Rivka and I had a leisurely breakfast, after which we both went for that walk. She seemed quite enthusiastic and happy to go with me, which made me very happy too. We were both talking the whole time and enjoying the beautiful surroundings until we came to a small lake. Well, this is very tranquil. Don't take a nap. You'll go meet Loon if you do.
Look, Master. It's a precious lake.
You are right. I didn't know there was such a place in these mountains.
Me neither, but I'm glad to know that this world is so full of surprises. Master, where do you come from? There are also beautiful places like this.
I mean, I'm from a city, am I? So I don't think there would be. No, there are not. Where I come from, it's quite different.
I understand. Likewise, I would have liked to have been there with you. Because it doesn't matter the place, as long as you are by my side.
Rivka came closer to me and took my hand.
Master, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Do you think I have feelings? I mean, I'm not human. I can look at this landscape and know that it is beautiful. However, it doesn't make me feel anything beyond that. But I do feel that thrill and exhilaration when my skin touches yours. So I can't help but ask myself, what is artificial in me and what is not? Is something similar happening to you, Master? What do you feel when our hands touch?
I can't do that I don't feel the same way. We need you to be our end girl. I feel happy with you. I think I feel the same, Rivka.
Master,
I want to say that I also feel how my heart rejoices when I am with you.
so that's what I feel. Joy at being with you. I suppose that despite my artificial body, you are the one who makes me more human.
By the way, Rivka, I think we should go back home soon.
Yes, that's right, Master. But before we go, can I ask you something else?
Tell me.
Can we go home while I hold your hand?
Oh, I don't know, that's a very forward motion. Oh, am I ready for this kind of commitment? Oh, do you know what? Because you asked me so nicely, you can take my hand. Sure, come here. I grabbed her hand tightly.
Master.
She was both surprised and blushing. Ready?
Yes, Master. Let's go.
Rivka and I enjoyed the walk back, while she never let go of my hand. Even though she was so embarrassed, I could see her happiness in her face. When we got home, she let go of my hand and gave me a light kiss on the cheek.
Good night, Master.
See you tomorrow, Rivka. Rest well. I mean, enjoy blankly staring at the wall? I'm not totally sure what you do at night. You don't need to sleep, right?
Thank you, Master.
She went to her room and I went to mine, ending this day. Of course, we're going to stay with Rivka again on Thursday. I decided to spend the day with Rivka. Hey, Rivka, would you like to spend the day together?
Spending the day together? Of course. I love being with you.
Is there anything you would like to do?
Let me think. Well, yes, I would like to.
Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. Oh, Sumire, you're interrupting us!
Dear Rivka, I come to visit you.
It looks like we won't have to go anywhere after all. Oh wait, this is where we play the game, isn't it?
So, what were you doing? Am I interrupting?
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, kinda. Well, not entirely, but...
Thank goodness.
I was just talking to Rivka about what I could do today.
I see. How about a chat between the three of us?
Yeah. Now it's the game of truth or dare. Oh, interesting. So, who gets picked at truth or dare has got changed?
Me, Rivka.
Ah.
So, who are you going to ask? You, Sumire. Me? Ask me then.
What are your intentions with my master? Oh, wait, so because I've gone for the Rivká route, it's just swapped their conversation.
My intentions? I don't think they are very different from yours, right?
Wait, so you both want to eat me?
what does she mean by that? Okay, next name. Me, Rivka. My question is for Sumire. Ask me. Have you ever been in love? Or how many partners have you had so far? The answer is simple. None. 0. I have never had a partner despite my age. I understand. I expected that. What do you mean? Okay, the next one is me, Rivka. Wait, Rivka! I have a proposal for you. Sumire whispered something in Rivka's ear. I agree. I felt like I was the victim of a big plan against me. So, this question is for you, Master. Do you love anyone in this room? Eh? You know what? At some point we're gonna come back and say I love Manami. I love Rivka. I love Rivka. Me? Master likes me. I can't believe it. She glowed with joy like a flower in spring. You may have won for the moment, but nothing is decided yet, doll. I won't lose. Don't forget that. Can I say something? Well, I think it's time for me to go. I had a great time, so thank you for a great day in your company. Well, it's time to have our date with Rivka. I think it's time to ask Rivka for a date. Since I met her, I have been interested in getting to know her better, and I think it is time to do so. Yeah, it's the dismemberment. It really connects people. Of course. She doesn't have a lot of memories either, but... Master. Rivka showed up without my noticing her presence. Were you listening to what I was saying? No, I was curious. Well, it doesn't matter. In fact, I wanted to ask you if you'd like to go on a date with me. A date, you say? She looked at me surprised. Yes, Master. Of course, Master. I could see how she was hopping and clapping her hands in happiness. So, what do you say we go to the city? That's a fantastic idea, my master. Then get ready if you need to, and let's go now. We can eat and spend the day there. I'm sure we'll have a great time. Understood. Rivka brushed her hair once more before leaving, and so we both went straight to the station. Both on the way there and on the train, she wore an indelible grimace of happiness on her face. Looking at her like that, I couldn't help but be touched by her joy, which also made me happy. We took a stroll through the city centre while visiting different shops. She stood looking at everything in awe, as if it was the first time she had seen so many things and people. This is your first time here, Rivka? Yes, Master. I have never been in such a big place before. I could see that she was beginning to feel a bit overwhelmed by the crowd, so I decided to take her to a quieter place where we could walk more intimately. Come, let's go down this street. Yes, Master. We arrived at what looked like a small park where we could walk and rest. I noticed there was a small ice cream stand, so I went over and ordered 2 for the both of us. Would you like some ice cream? I've never tasted it before, Master. As I have already told you, Master,
I do not need to take food very often. However, if you offer it to me, I cannot refuse. Rivka took the ice cream carefully. When her tongue tasted the vanilla, a new smile broke out on her face. Let's go this way while we have the ice cream, shall we?
As you wish, Master.
Do you like the taste?
Yes. Although, I think if it tastes so good, it's because you're with me, Master. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Rivka. She really seemed to be having a great time, although I thought this was the best time to have a deeper talk between me and her. So, are you having fun?
Of course. This is all new to me, and it's very exciting. Besides, there's nothing better than being with you.
What'd you think of the city?
It has a lot of things in its shops, and there are always people in the streets. Although there aren't as many semi-humans as I imagined, which makes me feel a little out of place. But overall, I'm liking it. All thanks to you, Master.
I'm glad.
Master, can I ask you something?
Sure, whatever you want.
Then, Master, are you ashamed to walk with me?
I'm not gonna say just a little. I can't ruin my chances now. Of course I am not ashamed. In fact, I feel lucky to have your company.
Really, Master?
She looked up with joy.
So you think I'm beautiful? Oh, sorry for the question. I'm just talking nonsense. Forget it.
We continued walking and enjoying the ice cream while I thought of some questions to ask her. Well, we know she doesn't remember anything. She seemed to like our hand, that was her emotion. So what are your likes and dislikes that you've learnt within the last 2 weeks? Rivka, what are your likes and dislikes?
What I like and what I don't like. I don't like the nights, because that's when I spend the most time alone. There is still so much I don't know, but I also hate feeling that I have no clear purpose. So I love to be doing something all the time. That's why I enjoy serving you and doing chores at home so much. Oh, and among the things I like the most are the name you have given me. Whether it's my original name or a completely new one, it doesn't matter. Because it is something that somehow links me to you.
I see. In that case, we'll have to go to more places for you to discover lots of things.
Yes, Master.
Now, do you remember anything else? Since I have found you in that forest, you don't seem to have made any progress, do you?
To be honest, no. And I'm a little afraid to remember.
Why?
I feel as if, somehow, I shouldn't do it. I only remember that my original name is Rivka, and a female voice in my head, but in a language I can't understand.
Wait, do we think Rivka's got something to do with the tunnel then? Because that seemed to be a female monster on the inside. It's okay, don't force yourself in that case. It's just that, well, I'd like to know more about your past.
Is that important to you, Master?
It's the past that makes us who we are based on experiences, don't you think?
That's right, Master. And that just makes me curious to know about your past too. Master, do you know that the other day, while reading one of the books in the cottage, I discovered something wonderful.
Really? Tell me about it.
It was a story involving mythological creatures. It had beautiful illustrations about them, although now they are no longer considered imaginary, so I guess the book is pretty old. In any case, I have to say that I love reading, so could you give me a book as a present one day? I'll pay you back however I can, but I would really like to have a book that you have chosen for me.
Of course, Rivka. And you don't need to give me anything in return. It will be a gift from me because I appreciate you so much.
Yay!
She smiled a big smile.
You are certainly very kind to me.
So, do you have any real emotions? Hey, Rivka.
Yes, Master.
This is perhaps a bit of a question. Strange or intimate question, but, do you as a doll have real emotions?
Oh, is Master curious if I really love you?
I didn't mean, but...
I don't know.
She interrupted me.
Tell me, what is a real emotion and what is a fake emotion? I imagine from your silence, you don't have a sure answer.
I guess not. It's hard to explain.
It's the same for me. Do I really have emotions inside me, or is it just a delusion? I fervently believe that I care about you, Master. And that is all I know.
I think I understand what you want to tell me. Sorry if it was too complicated a question.
Don't worry, Master. I love complicated questions. Master, can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you believe in fate or destiny?
If I believe in fate?
Yes, if you believe that everything has been decided in advance. Do you think that everything we do is already written? Even my own words or thoughts? It scares me to think that all my actions are already predefined in some way. Do you think that could be true?
I mean, for you personally, absolutely. Yep, fate is already predestined for you. But, I never know how to answer this because, I mean, if you believe in fate, then you can't believe in free will. Because fate is the whole predestined, your actions are already determined, where free will is just, you can make any choice at any time and it would redefine the future. But in context of this game, fate absolutely exists. Yeah, I believe in fate. I think that, as you say, everything is already decided and written down somewhere.
If it is true, then it is somehow frightening. I would not want to be a mere puppet. Of course, I also love being your doll.
If you say something like that out loud, it might sound strange to the others.
I'm sorry, Master.
It's getting late. What do you say we go home now?
I think the same. Let's go home. Master, did you have a good time with me?
Yeah, I had a great time.
I'm really happy to hear that, because I also had a great time. Although for me, I would have liked to spend more time with you, Master.
We spent the entire day together. How could we spend more time than that?
Anyway, I'll let you rest, shall I?
Okay, to be honest, I'm a bit tired.
Then I bid you good night. Rest well, Master.
See you tomorrow, Rivka. Rivka went to her room and I also went to bed. Today was quite a different day, but also fun. I could see a new, happier side of Rivka. But before I could further analyze what had happened, my eyes closed.
Master.
Rivka spoke to me shyly. Tell me what's going on.
We need some stuff for cooking and so on. Maybe we could go to Manami's shop.
Oh, sure. We can go now if you want.
Thank you, Master. I'll go check what is needed and we will go.
No problem. I'll wait for you. Rivka wrote down everything she needed, and we both went into the city to go shopping at Manami's shop. This was not what I had planned. However, I loved spending more and more time with her.
Welcome! Oh my, it's my favorite human and his lovely doll.
Good morning, Manami. For some reason, they seem to be getting along well today. What brings you here?
What can I do for you?
Rivka needs some things, so we have come to buy them.
What do you need, little one? I have here the list of... Oh, sorry. I don't have my glasses with me. Meek, would you mind looking for them while I help her?
Your glasses again? It's okay. Manami pulled me away from Rivka, as if she wanted to get rid of me.
Thanks, young man.
The two were left alone together.
So, Rivka, how are things going with Meek?
Things between Master and me.
Right, because you're not a couple yet, are you? You have to take the plunge as soon as possible, or that other woman will take him away from you.
Take away my master.
Exactly. You love him, don't you?
What exactly does that mean?
Love. That means you care about him very much and want to spend as much time with him as you can. Well, it's very complicated to explain, but if you don't want that woman stealing your human, I have what you need right here.
Manami took a small magazine from one of the shelves and handed it to Rivka.
What is this? Read and follow his instructions if you want to conquer him. But don't let him know. It must be a surprise. A surprise.
Manami, what are you planning? I'm gonna be held hostage, aren't I?
Understood,
she replied decisively.
After that, everything went on as usual.
Rivka and I did our usual chores, although she seemed nervous about something. She kept saying there was nothing strange going on, so I didn't think anything more of it. But when the night fell,
Master, are you going to sleep now?
I guess so. Why? Are you really feeling well?
Yes, Master. Don't worry. Go and rest.
Okay. Good night, Rivka.
Good night, Meek.
What was that? You never use my name. I went to my room and put on my pajamas. Then I lay down on the bed and thought about Rivka's strange attitude since we came back from the shop. Everything was in complete darkness. I rolled over in bed to try to sleep when something broke the silence. Rivka, is it you? I threw my question into the darkness after hearing the door slowly open.
Master, are you awake?
Something happened. Are you alright? You've never come into my room at this hour before.
No,
but I wanted to. I got up to turn on the light to see her better, but she hooked me. As if she had tried to stop me, we both fell onto the bedsheets. Rivka! A silence fell between us. But when our eyes met, it was they who spoke without articulating words. When I landed on top of her, I could appreciate her better in the dim light. I had seen many sides of her lately, but I had never seen her in this way. Master, I want you all to myself. She brought her hand to my face in a gentle gesture, kissed my lips shyly. What are you doing, Rivka? You've never behaved like this. I know, but today, Minami told me everything. She told me that if I didn't take the initiative, you would leave my side. And I don't want that to happen. She brought her hand back up to steal me another kiss. What are you talking about? Minami showed me a magazine with instructions on what I should do to conquer you. I didn't know what kind of thing that woman would have shown Rivka. Listen to me, this is... Isn't that enough? Maybe you don't like me, Master. It's not that, it's just... I love you, Meek. That's why. Rivka unbuttoned her top, revealing her underwear. I want to give you my whole self, and be only yours. I will give you everything you want, as you already do with me. In return, I only ask you to take me and never let me go. I am afraid that you will abandon me, but that is not why I am doing this. I'm doing this because I love you, Master. I really love you, Meek. You? Don't you feel the same for me? I mean, is this really a time to have doubts? I love you too. I love you too, Rivka. Meek. She smiled at me and with a big kiss on my lips. Okay, we seem back to PG level. After, Rivka sat up in bed, and in that way she said to me, "Did I make you happy, Master? Because I couldn't be happier." I hugged her back and kissed her cheek. "It is you who makes me this happiness possible." She turned and kissed me again. When the day came, it came with a new dawn and a new beginning. No one was surprised that Rivka and I ended up in love. Maybe because of all the time we both spent together. Or perhaps the reason went beyond that. In any case, from that moment on, whenever doubts reached my mind, it was Rivka's hand that took care of dispelling them. It didn't matter if my days there came to an end, because now, without knowing it, I found what I was really always looking for. This little blue Eden, like her eyes. That was a very wholesome ending. I was expecting kind of yandere levels of psychopathy where I got chained up in a basement. So our last thing to do is to figure out this secret with a cave. And it's gotta be to do with Minami, right? I mean, why else give me that option? So, what we're gonna do today? We're gonna go visit Minami's shop. I think I'll go to Minami's shop. Maybe she can help me with this book. Rivka, I'm going to see Minami. Do you want to come with me? Minami? The long-fingered woman? I don't really feel like it, but it's okay. She accepted as if she had no other choice. Let's go then. Ah, welcome. It's my little young man and his doll. Good morning, Minami. How's it going?
Quite well, young man. What brings you to my shop?
I found this book in the Worm's Cave. Do you recognize it or know who it might belong to?
You ask too much of me, but let me see it. Luckily, I have my glasses with me today.
I kindly handed her the book.
There doesn't seem to be any name written on it. But at least we know he or she had hands to be able to write.
She gave me back the book. That was very unhelpful.
I will ask and let everyone who visits my shop know that you have a lost book. I hope the word gets out, and with a bit of luck, its owner will appear.
Yeah, I appreciated it. That would be very helpful.
You're welcome. Now tell me, what else can I do for you?
That's all. We're going home already.
It's a pity you never stay too long to chat, young man. So be sure to come back soon.
I definitely will.
Bye-bye, young man.
So we've returned and, fortunately for us, Rivka's making us some food. She went to the kitchen and I took the book out of my backpack again. Since I found it, I have not taken much trouble to read it carefully, so I decided to take a look. While I was reading it, after a few minutes, Rivka called me to dinner, thus almost completely consuming this day. Wait, do I not get to know what the book said? Well, that's a tease. Okay, I did promise to say I would pick Minami about who I was in love with. I love Minami.
Dear?
Master. They both replied at the same time, seeming to be quite annoyed with me. I did not expect that answer.
Did you say that to annoy us, didn't you? Well, I think it's time for me to go.
Well, we found a way to annoy them both at the same time. We got a call on Monday? Did we? Hello?
Hello, young man.
Oh, hey Minami. What's up?
Hello, Meek. Everything fine? You see, I'm calling you because of the book.
The book? Did you find out anything?
Fortunately, yes. A man came to my shop this morning, and like the rest, I told him about the lost book and that darn cave. Surprisingly, the man said he was there and lost a diary with notes important to him a few weeks ago. He wouldn't give me any more details, but he said he'll be waiting for you today at the entrance of the cave.
Wow, Minami, you're amazing. That's very helpful. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, young man. It's been a pleasure helping you.
Next time I come to your shop, I'll bring you something to thank you.
It's not necessary, but I appreciate it. Now I must hang up. I have customers waiting. See you soon, Meek.
Good luck. See you soon. We're making progress. Thanks to Minami's help, I have been able to find the owner of the book. I should go to the entrance of the cave to return it to him and get more information. Master. Who called? It was Minami. She has discovered the owner of the book we found. He is waiting at the entrance to the cave for me to return his book. That's great, isn't it, Master? In that case, we should go as soon as possible before he gets tired of waiting and leaves. Exactly. I'll go back to finish dusting then. Let me know if you need anything. Well now, what am I going to do? We are going to the cave. From what Minami said, someone should be waiting for me at the cave entrance. Rivka, where are you? You called me, Master. I'm going to return the book. Do you mind staying here? I'll be back soon. Are you sure, Master? Won't it be dangerous? I don't think so, but if you insist, you can come with me.
Then don't hesitate. Of course, I'm coming with you.
Alright then, let's go. Are you ready?
I'm always ready to go anywhere, if it's with you, Master.
I checked that I had the book with me,
And we both went to the so-called Worm's Cave.
After a while of walking, we arrived once again at the entrance of the cave. Everything was silent, like all the previous times I had been here. Something that made me a little nervous. Are you tired? Are you alright, Rivka? You seem a bit distracted.
Yes, Master. It is the atmosphere of this place that makes me feel strange. It's as if someone is calling me.
Hello? Suddenly a male voice interrupted us. Before us appeared a man whose gaze seemed to be trying to hide under his cap. He looked like a normal person, but you could sense his nervousness and almost agony in his appearance. Hello. Oh, hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're the owner of the book, aren't you? Yes. It's the book you found inside the cave, isn't it? Exactly. So give it back to me, please. Sure, here you go. I opened my backpack and handed it to him the book. As I did so, his cold hand collided with mine, and at that moment, I could see the look in his eyes. Then I understood why he was trying to hide his eyes. Thank you for giving it back to me. It has important things noted. You're welcome. Before he leaves, perhaps I can ask him a few questions. Can I ask you a few questions before you leave? I guess, but I don't have much time. So, what do we want to know first? What happened to you in the cave? I was looking for the end of it, when suddenly my torch started to fail, and I heard something coming at me. When I felt something around my neck, I ran away. I guess that's when I dropped the book. Do you know what's inside? We also encountered something there, but we're not sure what it was. Do you know what it could be? No, I'm afraid not. I don't know. I did some research on it, but there is always something that if it doesn't get you out of there, it gets you. It seems that even the animals themselves don't want to go near this place. As if something powerful is protecting this damn hole. What were you looking for? If it's so dangerous, it's because you must be looking for something, right? You are right. And what is so important or valuable? They say there is a door, somewhere in the cave, with a riddle. If you can solve it, something will happen. Something like what? A wish. They say there is something or someone trapped in there who can answer any question. I understand. Is that what the legends say? I don't care if it's a legend, but I need his help. Why do you need his help? That doesn't matter to you. But I lost my family a long time ago. My daughter was killed by her. Wait, you're us from Rivká. Wait, what was her name? Was it Suchi? I think it was something like Suchi, right? Oh, hi, I haven't seen you in a while. I want everything to go back to the way it was before that happened. I see. Excuse my insensitive question. He bowed his head as if accepting my apology.
Excuse me, but I have a question.
Tell me.
I skimmed through your notes, and that aforementioned riddle. Do you know how to solve it?
No. All I know is that there is a specific order to follow. If that was all, I must go now. Thank you for finding my book. Thanks to you for your help. Oh wait, what's your name? Saichi, that was it. Saichi, Without another word, the man left without looking back.
What do we do now, Master? Shall we go home?
I think...
Come to me.
Wait! Rebecca? That's gotta be you, right? Oh, this explains so much where I couldn't actually give Rivka the name. A voice.
A voice? I haven't heard anything. Come to me.
It says to go inside.
Are you sure, Master? You heard that man. It can be dangerous. If...
Before I could react or answer Rivka, my legs started to walk.
Master, please wait for me. Where are we going?
I could feel a voice, a familiar voice calling me.
Master, wait, please.
The darkness enveloped us, but I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to follow its voice. Eventually, I stopped hearing Rivka's footsteps next to me. I assumed we had separated. It was too late to turn back. That's why I followed a faint light. As I followed the light, I came to a large candle that illuminated the small corridor. There was a large plaque on the wall and some coloured stones with symbols drawn on them. What is this? Could it be that riddle? It's a bit hard to read what's written, but I'll try. The bull. I went over to read it better. The bull and the rabbit were inseparable friends. One was innocence, and the other was life. The serpent, jealous, killed the innocence and poisoned the life. The bull, in one last breath, killed the snake. But later, the bull found prey of the poison. It was the bird free, the last one who saw the end of it all. If I remember correctly, there was something to do. Follow an order, right? Maybe I should do something with these stones in a particular order. Okay, I guess I gotta click them in the right order. So the ball and the rabbit were inseparable. So maybe click them as they come up in the riddle. So ball, and then rabbit. I don't know about this because ball's later on as well. One was innocent. Wait. Maybe it's about the order they die. So the rabbit dies first, right? And then... Oh wait, is that wrong? Oh, I'm guessing the bull is first. Bull and the rabbit then. So then the snake. And then the bird. Oh, I was trying to make it a bit more complicated than it needed to be. It seems like it has worked. Rebecca, is that you? Welcome, Meeka. Hi, Rebecca. I've missed you. Do you know who I am? Or is this the first time we've met? I'm afraid my vision is getting worse and worse, so I can't see who you are. I don't know if this is your real name either, Meeka. As I say, I'm feeling very tired and a bit confused. I used all my energies to create and send that cheap copy of me to look for you. And anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, a second so I can put everything properly. Now tell me, is Meeka your name? Yes. You know, I don't really care. If you've made it this far, I think I'll just call you Daniel. The name my creator gave me was Rebecca. Have you ever heard of me? Do you know who I am? I do. I've played the entire series now. So, do you know who I am? Have you seen me before? Yes.
I'm pleased to hear that. It's always good to see you again, Daniel. Let me reveal my name. My form, unfortunately, is becoming increasingly worn and corrupt. Anyway, I imagine you'll have a lot of questions now. But you can't communicate with me directly, so I'll try to think of the most logical questions you might want to ask me right now, okay?
What is this site?
We are in the place where I live, outside this game, but at the same time inside it. From here, I can see everything that is going on, although everything is limited to following a script that has already been written.
What happened to you?
Whether you already know my story or not, being trapped here and at the same time liberated, the perception of time is diluted. Every time they have downloaded the games where I live, I have been able to escape for a few minutes and see some things. Things of the outside world, where you live, away from this binary cage. Because of this, I am already tired. Very tired and worn out.
How can I get you out of this place?
You can't, my little Daniel. Do you know how long it's been since I've had the chance to talk to someone like you again? You can always close the game and pretend nothing happened, of course. But what do you care to stay and chat with me a little longer?
Why do you know my name?
That's just what I can read from you, from this side of the screen. It's not that far-fetched, is it?
Oh, you're glitching.
Sorry, I'm struggling to stay here. This should only take a few seconds.
Rebecca? Are you dead?
All right, let's continue. Continue. Do you have any other questions?
Yes.
Let me think what they might be.
Oh, can you really resurrect characters?
I imagine you're asking this because of my old friend Saichi. I say that because he and Coco existed before me. However, it was me who saw their tragic fate closely. Do you think I'm some kind of a goddess? Of course I'm not. But who knows?
What powers do you have then?
The answer is simple. I can interact and change some things from the inside, but everything has a price. Are you seeing what price right now?
Wait, so can you save Saichi's family?
Why should I do that? How could you convince me to do something so hard? Besides, you shouldn't care what happens to a bunch of pixels like me, should you?
Hey, my whole life is invested in the pixels. How can I help you?
That's a very tender question from you. However, there is nothing you can do. And if there was, I don't think I'd want you to do anything.
Why don't you want help?
Before, I wished I had life and soul like you. But now, I have realized all that it entails. That's why a part of me doesn't want to exist anymore. I don't want to be eternally chained behind a screen in this complete solitude. Do you know how painful it is? I have the need to live, the need to laugh, to cry, to get angry, to love. I wish I could break this glass and touch your skin. To hear your true voice. Feel the real wind in my hair. Sink my hands in the sand. So many things that I will never be able to do or experience because I'm here.
So you're going to die?
Probably.
Do you still have more questions? No. The game insists I do not.
Great, because my time is running out. I really don't know how much longer I will be able to talk to you, so I think I'd better say goodbye. I'd better say goodbye. Goodbye.
Die. Die? We were getting along so swell.
I want to tell you that the doll I sent you, Rivka, has a piece of me in her. She may not be like me, or like you, but I hope it will serve as a small legacy, perhaps as my own daughter or sister. No, that's all nonsense. All this is nonsense.
Wait, I was right then. Rivka saying when she could remember a voice calling to her. It was from Rebecca inside the cave.
I don't want to keep feeding this cycle. Stop it! Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
Goodbye, Rebecca. Am I gonna get murdered by the monster now?
Master, where did you go?
I don't know. I felt someone calling me and...
It's okay. It doesn't matter. Let's go home now. Please, Master.
Agreed. We went home and tried to pretend nothing happened. Well, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough of My Dark Eden. Honestly, I was not expecting Rivka to be a nice ending, and we got to see Rebecca again. If you haven't actually seen Rebecca's video, then I'll link it down below and you should go check it out. But other than that, I hope you have a spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.